Hey!
Who am I? It's the middle of the song.
It started at a good point. Anyway, welcome back, everyone, to an Ash and their fantastic friends. Wait a minute. It's not Ash and their fantastic friends, is it?
Where the fuck's Ash?
Where's Ash? Where are the fantastic friends? It's not them at all. We're obscured. We're obscured.
Fucked it up.
Fuck it
Move
up.
us.
Ayaan has
around.
been running this system.
Oh god, the thing's still playing. God damn it.
About like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ayaan was like, "Hey, does Ash have time for me to teach me?" And Ash was like,
No.
"No, I'm not. I can make time. I'm not going to."
So yeah, you see the title of the episode. It's
That's
Ayaan
just
and
easy.
his super buddies.
Super notably worse than fantastic. I'm just gonna say it.
I couldn't just call us the
Super
ultimate
buddies.
alliance.
No,
I don't even know what that reference means.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's
It's just
alright.
like
I'm guessing it's
just
a DC
noting
thing.
here.
I'm new.
No, it's a Marvel.
We-
Wait,
Ultimate. Don't worry about it.
It's a video.
Anyway, I'm your host today. My name's Ayaan, as you may know for the past episode. I'm here with Daystar, pronouns, any. And also Rena, pronouns she, her.
what are your pronouns, Ayaan?
Honestly,
My
You always
pronouns-
forget.
I am. Wait, hold on. I got it. Hold on.
Did you
My
have to look them up?
pronouns-
Oh,
I'm
God.
him. I got it. Like this has to be part of the
Oh,
Sigma
man.
edit.
I have a physical
Yeah.
fedora. I'm gonna put this on whenever it is clear Ayaan is stealing a joke from a 2010s YouTuber.
I'm him.
That's just a TFS short. That's a
and-
TFS short.
It's not kind of, but anyway.
It's a TikTok thing at this
You know,
point.
it is funny that you mentioned 2010s YouTubers, which perfectly
Oh,
segues us. You've segued us into our main topic. Now, I don't know if you guys are on Twitter as well. I know one of you is on Twitter, but to our audience,
What's Twitter?
what's
Wait, can I
it?
do
I'm
this
on
thing?
X.
Wait, hold on. How do I? So how do I do the hair flip? Like because he flips it like twice. So
You
like,
should have practiced.
look. Okay, to
Don't
clarify.
pretend like you don't know how to do the hat flip, okay?
I
No.
don't know how, okay, I need to. First of all, Daystar's frozen. Second of all, I need to explain this to those at home. I got this from my Latina mother as a Three Kings Day present. Three Kings Day, holiday only celebrated by Catholics and people who are Hispanic. But
Just
The-
Hispanic Catholics don't do that.
So I said on Twitter,
anyways, we
"Hey,
me-
Linkara, would it be cool if I do a reaction/commentary live stream on your storyline content with my friends?" I want to know if it was cool or not, or if you viewed it as content theft, because like I'm not into the whole like XQC like letting a video play out and everything.
it's exposure, guys.
And then Linkara, the great Linkara.
You see, the relationship that Ash has to Ryan North, Ayaan has to
that
Linkara.
is not
No,
true.
'cause-
Ash
no,
and
that
Ryan
is
were
not true, 'cause,
actually
like,
interact.
Yeah, because like Linkara is different because he doesn't find my content.
Okay. I think what
call
Daystar
to him.
means is the relationship Ash has on this podcast to Ryan North.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
I have
going to
to.
be
I
a lot
need-
of things that Ayaan says about
I need to finish
Linkara that
explaining
you might want to
something.
take back.
I was terminally online in the 2010s. So when I hear a fedora, I think of a very specific thing, which is incels and dude bros. And I was kind of laughing, and because I didn't know how to communicate this, and my mom got really offended. He's like, this is that like the same kind of hat that my uncles used to wear when they went to work in Puerto Rico. So I need to clarify that this is not this is not me. Like I didn't go out and buy this hat back when every gaming YouTuber decided to hate women. Like this isn't like that. This isn't this kind of deal. I didn't want this hat, and it's actually a strive to gender confidence that I'm willing to wear. My God, it looks like I edited onto my own head. It doesn't look real. Anyways,
Is that even real?
I do have to say, I'm gonna segue this into a hot take. I don't think Linkara's content falls under fair use.
Interesting.
He said it's fine. Take it up with Linkara himself.
Take it up with Linkar.
Side note, I think that content ID has made people think there are two kinds of use in copyright. There is fair use and piracy. And that isn't true, right? There's a lot of stuff. And this is an opinion that I think was proven back when H Bomber Guy basically defended a like huge content, like Roblox accidentally stealing a sound because they bought a CD just because Tony Tallarino was bad, right?
Tommy Tallarico.
Whatever, I don't care.
I do. I saw that video 100 times.
Point being, in that video, he's like, I could have gotten a whole lot of money because they stole the oof sound, and like, fucking H Bomber Guy's digging up some lights. Like, actually, they might be protected because it was an accident. It's like, no, man, they infringed on his copyright. They did take something from an artist, even if it was by accident. And it's this idea that even though they could arguably be in the right, they have to be legally in the right. Or if they're legally in the right, they have to be in the right morally. And
well,
no.
He mentions that he did contact a lawyer later on in the video to see like how defensible they are. And it could be defensible in that.
I think that desire is weird, right? Like you can say, hey, Roblox did an oopsie, but also, Tony, you're out of line, man.
Tommy.
Like, whatever.
His mother's very proud. Don't.
Like, watch the Tom Scott video on YouTube copyright. Like, basically every meme, us using the Kirby Crackle behind us, like, so much, us specifically copying the Super Friends logo as a reference, like, all this shit is a violation of copyright, but I don't give a shit. Because
it's actually the Justice League logo.
Whatever. The copyright laws as they are bad, right? And I think there's like I also need to clarify, copyright infringement is not like piracy isn't theft, it's copyright infringement. You cannot go to jail for pirating something. You can only go to jail for distributing pirated materials, so like torrents and stuff. Bye. This show
got him.
They got us.
Hey, Ayaan, throw up the Rena talks about politics side.
Oh yeah, give me a second.
Before we do that, I did finish my very important quiz to figure out which Joker I am. I did get Cesar Romero's Joker from the Adam's Batman.
No, hold on.
My hair isn't even like that right now, but we cannot keep referencing things that are not on stream.
I referenced.
I was very.
That's what I was doing.
I was very scarily going over the Ash. There's an image in here. I know Ash is in there in the chat right now. There's an image between unnecessary horny time that I sent.
Oh, I know what it is.
Hey, remember when Ash posted that on stream, like right after we said no?
Just pull up the shrimp emoji.
I've learned that if you don't want Ash to do something,
no, this is Stack. Hold on. Don't you lie to me.
If you don't want Ash to do something, you need to change the topic quickly. You can't tell them not to do it, because if you tell them not to do it, they will have like a canine urge to immediately do it. So you need to like make them forget it's a thing they want to do. Because sometimes they won't even do it. They'll just think it, and you saying that they shouldn't do it will make them want to do it. Anyways.
So, it appears that we are about 10 minutes in, and I have teased this, but we have to get into it. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry, Daystar. I'm sorry, Rena. But say your prayers now, fellas.
I read what?
Is where we're going.
I read 4 issues of Sonic Universe to try and get Squid to be here for this, because I didn't want to do this. I needed the range of Linkaras, okay?
It's Linkara time.
To quote Kirito from Sword Art Online Abridged, now there's no more wondering where your god is. because
By
he's
the
right
way,
here
last
and he's
night,
fresh
and
out of.
no one responded, despite it being a great bit. I filmed Daystar. No,
I'm here.
So get ready for the sing along.
I filmed 10 minutes of me reviewing a comic, pretending to be Linkara in my bathroom, and no one bit. And I'm disappointed. All right, I put a lot of
I
effort.
said Wolverine.
Linkara theme song, fellas.
Oh wait, pause. I need to figure. Wait. Can you go back? I need to figure out how he did it.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on. So, all right. So like, yo.
Didn't even see it.
Congratulations.
All right, I can't wait to never be able
I don't
to
know how copyright. Like Linkara said, he'd help us out if the welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Linkara's gonna teach you all a lesson you won't learn.
I didn't study for this
Brodsky,
test.
you're not the artist. Weifeld, not
Okay,
an
we
artist.
can't
Anything
hear it.
you want, comic published.
I can
We
hear
can
it.
It's not
I
loud.
can hear Ayaan.
Linkara,
Oh, he doesn't have to be that loud. He doesn't have to be that loud. Put him down.
Linkara.
I mean, it matters.
He has a magic gun. Where'd he purchase that? Linkara. Toys, robots, Arizona trucks, Linkara.
He's too loud now.
This comic sucks.
It'll get lower.
Okay.
We just need long enough to hear.
A hot chick and a cool buzz. Aim high, kid. A family life that doesn't completely.
Okay, so this
suck.
is the middle of a
Nirvana reunion?
storyline. To give context, Linkara, for those of you who don't know, is an online.
This is Linkara.
This is Linkara, mouth agape.
Yeah.
To explain, in case none of you are aware, which if you've been a fan of this podcast, how Linkara is an internet reviewer of the 2010s, the late aughts 2010s. He was a member of That Guy with the Glasses, which would later be Channel Awesome, and his whole shtick amongst that reviewer gang was reviewing comics. And I have been watching him for a long, long time.
Can you pull up that Yu-Gi-Oh meme that's like the haunted house and like the pretty pink Barbie house? Because that is our dynamic, right? Like me and Ayaan were both raised as men back in the 2010s who are brown in the Northeast, right? And we're nerds about it. And we got into a lot of the same shit. And I was like actually cringe. And Ayaan was. And I think, ironically, the fall from grace was because of Red. Because that led me to Steven Universe, which led me to Tumblr. But
Steven Universe is a gateway drug. This is true.
So anyway, Linkara, for no reason whatsoever, decided to put storyline bits inside of his reviews. Well, there was reason, but I think it's just funny to think that this comic reviewer decided, you know what? I need lore in my comic review show. And here we are going to look into one of my favorites. A piece of the world is missing.
I think for me, the way I feel about it is like when I make an OC, and before I've even put a pen to paper, I've already made this entire elaborate idea for it. I think like most reviewers put in a storyline segment and didn't care, and Linkara was like, actually, what if I fucking made a decade-long story?
What if I plot out a year like it's a season of a TV show? Which I want to get something clear. Like I know I'm glazing a lot on Linkara. I will say this though, and you guys are going to notice this a lot. Linkara, Lewis Lovehog, as much as I think he's a really engaging storyteller and writer, he's not a great filmmaker. What was that look?
I needed access to the Grinder soundtrack.
When you go back to the old Linkara videos, you'll notice that he's advertising a comic he wrote, and you notice he stops advertising that comic at a certain point, like no continuation or anything of that comic. I just think I think Linkara has charm to what he's doing, but from an objective viewpoint,
I don't think there's an objective way to look at Linkara.
like I think sorry. last thing before we play, I remember Ayaan posted in chat the argument between Holokara and Linkara about whether or not they should threaten to commit a terrorist attack against Marvel until they write a book.
I need to pull that clip up one.
It's like wild to me because like in any other plot line, it's like him discussing like how in the 90s and like there's always this like circle where people are like, here's how to stop reacting to crime. They need to be proactive. And it's like that's called like terrorism. But or like mercenary work. And Linkar like it's doing that, but because like like I'm not gonna say Linkar isn't political, but he's political in the way that any art is political, where it's like, yeah, he's like a liberal dude, he's gonna be pro queer or whatever. But like it he can't like at the end of the day, and he'll lampoon conservatives, like that conversation's about whether or not they should threaten Marvel to undo one more day. It's so unserious.
Yeah, it's a comic review show.
No,
anyway.
but like
anyway.
Now you've done it. Dude, the reunion would be awesome.
This is the character of 90s Kid. He loves the 90s.
I can't dig him.
And then like zombie chicks could play him like a puppet.
Is there a way to put captions
There's
on?
something seriously wrong with
on.
you. The path you should have never crossed. The beast
It's
exacts
auto-generated.
a heavy cost.
It's fine.
The number of the beast is lost. You will know it by its hissing. I just read some random bullcrap, and yet it still made more sense than this stupid-ass comic. With
there are a lot of bits, and you'll notice this. This is a very common thing in Linkara's videos and in a lot of internet reviewers, where he'll say his line and let the shot linger a little too long to focus on the reaction of his face.
I honestly never noticed that the random bullshit he says is like foreshadowing, but whatever.
Yeah, no, because this is foreshadowing, Daystar, and you won't know.
Trading card! Hey, I'm 90s Kid, and what
you see is what you get.
I like him. I like 90s Kid.
Squid also said in chat that he often agrees with 90s Kid, but like y'all are just 90s kids, like the real meaning of it.
Like Kara's 90s Kid character is just a parody of like the type of person who would buy the Rob Liefeld or
people that have joy in their heart.
Yeah.
No, okay,
listen.
Here's my defense of the 90s Kid concept, right? Especially when 90s Kid gets more complex. It's the idea of 90s Kid is that he's so like he's willing to buy literally anything in the exaggeration of it because it relates to what he wants, and it's poking fun joy. Like I think 90s Kid is a concept that a Zoomer couldn't do, that you couldn't do unless you grew up in the 90s and thoroughly enjoyed that stuff, and you're just making fun of like the nostalgia bait kind of deal, right? In the same way that you can be like, yeah, Ghostbusters is cool, but it's wild that Gen Xers will buy literally anything with Ghostbusters on it.
Yeah. And like Linkara is himself a 90s kid.
So it's like this is great, but
right.
But he's using it to make fun of like corporate soullessness of like, yeah, what if we just threw in everything 90s kids like?
I'm glad we can view Linkara through the Marxist lens anyway.
He thought he had me distracted with that junior chemistry playset, but I'm at the last laugh.
This is okay. So I before stream started, I introduced Daystar to the character of Dr. Insano, who's not played by Linkara. This is Dr. Linksano, who is played by Linkara.
Okay. I did need clarification that it was a different man before, so I'm glad you did. Let me know.
From Ultimate Universe.
Maybe just send him to another dimension until I'm already certain what this thing does. But I'll do whatever it is I do, and then I'll take the spaceship and rule the world!
I dig his funky shades.
Yeah.
The hell are you? No, stay back! Stay back! No!
I do think we lose a lot if this isn't included in our review because like the clips are almost always thematic to the review that
Yeah, and it's like it's eerie. Like he's actually doing horror
I, on
stuff
the
for
other
some
hand,
reason.
will admit to liking a wide variety of music.
There's a
even
Lady
stuff that
Gaga
others
comic?
may find unlikable.
There is,
See,
and it's
I
very
can
bad.
like Queen and
We should
Pink
read that
and
instead
Lady
of
Gaga
watching
and
Kara.
I
Billie
tried
and
looking on
Twisted
RCO, I
Theater,
couldn't
and all
find
the
it.
same stuff as
Damn,
this
I'm gonna
guy,
have to order
and
it.
still like other stuff. Hell, I actually like Nickelback.
Loser. You like Nickelback. I am so
I-
much more cooler than you now.
Did think
Yes, indeed. You know what
Fucking
else?
Nickelback jokes.
So yeah, if you're looking for more
Was it
posters to add to your
2010?
music collection, I'm pretty sure I can get you a deal. with
God,
some
the
Limp
spoony
Bizkit
one.
CDs. Yeah.
I am gonna make fun of him like Nickelback.
I have a spaceship.
Okay, so context
That's
for
all
those
that added,
non-link.
the fact he had his face.
Okay,
Context
so Linkar-
for what for what Nickelback is.
all right, Nickelback. You
He
see, is
wasn't
in
there.
2000.
Explain Nickelback.
All right, so Linkara got a spaceship from the character of Lord Vice, a guy who would go to different universes and
We don't
Def-
need to. We are 12 minutes since you said we were going to play this. We are 4 minutes in.
okay.
That reminds me, I still need to name that
Okay,
thing,
we'll
don't
just
I?
talk over it then, because like we will. I cannot stop talking about Linkara lore.
My friends,
This is free space.
today is an occasion we will
Okay.
always remember. Today is the day where
God,
we
look
christen
at how
this
well
ship.
integrated that green
This ship
screen
will be our
is.
protection and our ally. It's not just a collection
There's
of
Iron
cables
Liz
and
and
circuits.
Harvey Fine
It's
voice.
just as much a
Like,
part
I
of
know I
utility.
need to buy into it, but
We give
Linkara
respect,
giving the speech
take
and it
care of it.
immediately turning to
Always
Linkara
do so.
in a suit reacting
We
to
christen
it.
this ship Omicron 1.
I thought you had settled on vigilant.
I decided I like
So that's
Omicron better
Iron
than
Liz.
the one part
She
because the
is
idea
played
that it's
by
the primary ship
Lewis's
or the
then
main ship of the fleet,
girlfriend,
and I'm not against having
who
a
had the
fleet
same
someday.
like handle.
Yeah, but I thought Vigilant was the name that the people voted for. Yes, but it's not their ship, now is it?
This is also
Kara.
hinting at a later
Okay,
storyline.
fine.
Linkara being an
Has a
asshole
scout
is
ship in its
important to
hangar
the
bay.
story
We
of
will call
Linkara.
that ship Vigilant. Okay?
That's fair.
Now then, I dub thee Comicron 1.
He's not even. He's not even like slamming it into something on the screen.
That's take a while.
Hours, I'm thinking. Want to hit up some booze?
Hey, lead the way.
Can I say this isn't high production?
Recently
because-
across the United States, it
Oh
seems
God,
that
Doug
entire
Walker
villages of
cameo.
Individuals have simply vanished into thin air. According to statements from local police forces, everything that has disappeared has apparently left no trace. Eyewitnesses to the event say it was as if the world flickered for a moment
Now,
and then were
What is
just
the
gone.
Gatorade
While the
foreshadowing? Is
occurrences
that
have
part of
been
the
taking
lore?
place throughout the
Yeah,
country,
you
the
see,
most
it's
areas that
very
have been hit
important
are
that
apparently
Gatorade
central
bottle.
Minnesota.
Oh, it's
A
because
military
this culminates in
official
a
that
video
spoke with
game.
GNN said
It's
only
game
it's as if a piece of the world is missing. This is
Oh,
Rick Chris
title
GNN.
drop.
Now let's take a
A piece of the
What's
world
the
is
game?
missing. Whoa! This is the ninja style dancer.
What was
He's a
up with
ninja.
like 2010 YouTubers and
I can tell he's a
ninjas?
ninja.
Yeah,
The ninjas were big.
yeah.
But the ninja didn't even disappear. Okay.
You see, the ninja style dancer is running away from this entity, this thing.
I've not seen any dancing.
Well, it's hard to dance when he's got to outrun this.
Like, don't tell me where the ninja style dancer comes from, but I assume it's like a reference to a single panel in the comic, and that's always weird to me. Like how like so much of Linkara's lore will be built off a character based on a single comic.
Sci-fi. Ninja style dancer.
Watch as the rule of 180 will be broken. Yeah, that I don't think that's how filmmaking works. Its voice is not its own.
Look, just hang on, man. Don't worry, man. I got this. Hypo spray, germal regenerator. Okay.
He's got the Star Trek. He's got the Star Trek healing kit. That's awesome. Wait, God.
Wait,
uh,
Ninjas heat.
Dude, I
can't believe I just.
You think we're gonna get copyrighted for that bit?
Probably
Imogen
not.
Heap's cool.
Like in the music episode, we got copyrighted by Toho and no one else.
Well, now you get. I really don't have time for this. Can we just do this another?
We should watch that meme. Do you remember
First
that?
of
That's like
all,
a vintage one.
Like,
What show was that had the the guy got shot to the Imogen
No
Heap
idea.
song?
I just like that starting in 2009, people changed it to the Jason Derulo song that sampled it.
He's got a real tricorder this time, not a DS.
I'm reminded whenever he does this, the Clinton reviews
my
bit when he's reviewing the entire movie, where it's like the government really wants his weapons, his toys that work like they're real.
These are my toys. My
Everybody,
toys.
and welcome
that
to Atop the Fourth Wall,
real
where
things.
bad comics burn. You know, the promise of the future is that technology is going to make our lives easier and better. It's something I truly believe in. Unfortunately, progress is not a guarantee of results. I have some of the best made-up technology available to me, from Star Trek and Doctor Who, and even some crap I made up myself, and I still don't know what the heck happened last week.
So,
Luckily, however, we can say that I've certainly made progress since December of 2008, when I released my review of Sci-Spy #1. It was only my 8th video at the time.
it's
so
wild
in the
that
100 plus
someone
episodes since
murdered
then,
your
things
friend
have
in
certainly
your
changed.
house.
For
And you
example,
don't.
I've gained about 20 or 30 pounds.
My
I've also
friend is
discovered
gone
that I
and
edit a video
possibly
without audio
dead, but I
glitches,
gotta
and
tell you
also
about
learned
Sci-Spy
the
number
important
2.
lesson of pre-recording that
Really
audio if
important.
it is screwed up. Then again, in those days, I was using tapes, and the process was a pain in the ass. Oh, and
He was
hey, another
using
thing that I've
tapes in
changed is that I no
2008?
longer have poorly made 3-minute
Yeah,
Holy
I
fuck.
think
parodies
both
at the
like
beginnings
he
of my
and the
videos.
AVGN were using
Though
tapes
I
at
do
the
still
time.
have the Charlie's Angels theme on my MP3 player.
Like that was a thing for early YouTubers and internet people to do.
They didn't have a fucking flip
I'm taking
camera.
90s moron in the Puppet Outdoor Karaoke Bar. You in?
Did they just censor the word moron?
Awesome voice.
Thanks, but I've got a lot of work to do. Okay.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong
Isn't that
here.
the book you got
The
during that
reason
whole
why
brouhaha
toys
with
work
your
is
magic
because of
piece?
the magic
Yeah, I'm
cord,
starting
right?
to think it has something to do with the end.
Sorry?
The reason why his toys work is because of the magic coin, right?
No, it's because of a magic book.
Wasn't real.
Yeah,
Turn
he
it up.
picked up a spell book over the years, and they explained this
Oh,
in
he's
his
just a
DVD.
TV wizard.
Yeah, no, he explained this in his character DVDs, which exist. You can buy Linkara lore DVDs.
Can you turn up
I
the game? Sorry. I'm sorry, you have the character DVDs?
I do not. I don't actually. I thought about it. I thought about it genuinely.
Fake fan.
I want to start
But
running some
So like
upgrades for
not
Comic
extras on his DVD.
An artificial intelligence to help run the ship.
He's
better
got, like-
security.
He's got physical DLC.
Yeah, they do explain where he purchased his magic gun.
That's what I was thinking, right? Like they explained just the magic gun, but apparently they.
Yeah, he got the magic gun, the coin, and a magic book all at the same shop.
Okay, but the magic coin is also something from a comic book, so it's weird that it's like disconnected for the rest of the stuff. But whatever.
Captain's log, June 20th,
So,
2011.
Berkeley
Work is
received
proceeding
until
normally
like
on the new
8.5.
artificial intelligence for the ship. We should have her up and running by August. In the meantime, I have continued my study of the book I discovered last
Those
year.
aren't data
While
pads.
many of the pages remain
Those are
blank,
just
others that
regular
were
pads.
previously empty have begun to fill on their own. Since it was discovered during a time of
Oh.
heavy magic influence, it wouldn't surprise me if the book itself had several enchantments upon it that I haven't cataloged yet. Of the sections that have been revealed, most of it
Yes,
pertains to what I
gotta
believe
fade
Lord
that
Weiss was
footage to let you
fighting.
know that
This
time has passed.
entity. However,
This
most
is
of the
the most
stories within refer to it
dedicated
not as an
EMO.
entity, but rather a lost beast, and it's referred to quite prominently in a
Okay. He wrote a fucking poem. He wrote like a full, like actual poem, but he fucked up the first sentence. So
Yeah, why didn't he just turn the page?
It's
Do it on the next one.
it's prominently just crossed out. He fucked up on the first. This is amazing. Louis Lovehog is an amazing filmmaker. I
This is
take
what I
back
mean
what
by
I said.
This is it's the little details that really get you.
poem that's also referenced in one or two accounts. However, from the accounts and the poem itself, the most disturbing part is that it seems familiar, as if you studied for a test, but when you reach the question, the answer eludes you.
Oh, he probably did that.
Oh, I
I
think
love
like
how that's supposed to be more frantic than the previous
My own
page,
personal
but
paranoia.
because of the
Ever since
issue.
the incident with the ninja style dancer
so,
looking over my
so
This
did
reminded
the
me of
cult
like Marble Hornets.
did the cult that make the magic gun did they write that bit? Did they fuck up on the first sentence with Sharpie and then he wrote that?
Yes. Well, it's
Sure.
definitely not Linkara. Linkara never makes mistakes.
watching me.
I mean, given how much he
The
Okay,
explains
arsenal of
it,
freedoms
wait,
continue.
pa-
Even if the
hold
entity
on.
is just a product of my
Michael Scully in the comments, as cringe as Linkara's storyline is, he's surprisingly good at analog horror. This is actually true. Linkara, aside from atop the
Even-
fourth wall
It's
and
even
everything,
Marble Hornets.
yeah, Linkara's actually made an analog horror series, which I think is like
Why can't we watch
legitimate.
that?
no,
We
don't,
could.
don't. We would watch. Would watch.
I'll
both.
watch that in my own time later.
Can I also say that, given how much he over-explains, I would not be surprised if the next storyline would be just explaining that why those words are crossed out. They're actually secret texts that only now can be revealed.
she she analogs my Linkara Talar.
Squid, how
Yeah.
long till you're here? Because I can't survive.
my own imagination. I know that something else is coming in a few months.
Okay,
And I intend
there's
to
a bit
end
that
it
does
once and for
frighten
all.
me, and I don't
End
feel
lore.
cringe in saying this. Like some of these faraway shots are creepy. Like the entity as an atop the fourth wall villain is frightening to me. Like, it's scary.
I don't think he could be frightened.
You were like 5 when when you were watching this?
No,
This
it's
is
like
2011. He was 8.
I wasn't even watching Linkara when this came out, by the way. This is like
Alright.
several years old by the time I got into it.
For scanning crap.
Can I
He's got
say
the DS.
it's wild?
I had a
because
DS Lite because I was a cool kid.
my DS Lite broke.
90s kids
Look,
back.
against my better judgment, I'm going to allow you to accompany us again for karaoke night. Just don't sing until I give you the cue. Capiche? Dude, I can't wait to get there and show them how you can make Breakfast at Tiffany's into the most hardcore rock song ever! Whatever.
I like him. I like him. He's I like 90s kid.
Yeah, he's.
Honestly, I don't even know
They
why
do
I'm
give
trying.
90s kid character development, mind you. They will give him it, and it's not that they like. Oh, I don't like the 90s. They
Don't-
will
okay.
say.
Don't pick up your friend's magic books, and don't leave your magic books lying around where your friends can touch them. Like,
I
roll
mean,
one.
it's not like the
Practice
book.
stick magic, kids.
The book itself wasn't magic. It was just something left in the Silent
this
Hill
is.
realm that he picked
It's
up.
magic because it's randomly text appearing as random.
Stay back!
Harvey knows who it is, as we'll see. Got him. They got him.
I don't think I could find the entity scary knowing what the
Hello and welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall. We're back.
They fucking got Harvey.
After 2 weeks of a dreadful comic, I feel the need to kick back and look at something that people often don't pay attention to: comic book advertisements.
Hold it right there.
Oh
Mr.
god, Doug
McNipick,
Walker's
I've been
back.
expecting you.
You're gonna review comic book ads? Clearly you whipped that off and then this
Oh,
time for this
Jesus.
commercial special.
Oh god,
Yeah, I did.
hold on. I'm just gonna mute this because
I
I
love how your line is Doug Walker.
look.
He's not doing,
look,
he's just being, like,
look.
slight. No, keep playing it. We do not have the luxury of time.
I can't do it. I'm not strong enough
Like,
with Doug Walker.
I just say
You brought us here.
all the other super successful like channel awesome alums, Dan Olson, Lindsay Ellis, Todd in the Shadows, they like
Cara.
have switched it up since they've last appeared. Right? Like Gara has been doing the same stuff since. Like he's
I think-
improved.
Yeah, he's improved on his formula.
But like
Uh,
he's not creating one hit
all
wonder
this-
like
Yeah, all this bit is the storyline bit is important for the next story. It has nothing to do with this storyline. It's contextually relevant to the Guns and Sorcery storyline.
What character is Doug Walker even playing?
This is Douchey McNitpick.
Oh, how I do love owning a
Hmm.
spaceship.
Douchey McNitpick would be a character who shows up in the top 11 Nostalgia Critic fuck-ups videos to point out the mistakes Nostalgia Critic has, and it's a parody on like nitpicky commenters.
It's a parody of Doug Walker.
What do you think?
It's a
No,
it's a parody
it's a
of
parody-
like comic book men YouTube reviewers.
No, because like Douchey McNitpick originates in the Nostalgia Critic videos, and it's
Yeah,
Doug Walker.
and it's him. That's just
It's
what Doug
Doug-
Walker
No,
is.
it's Doug Walker's way of parodying the people in his comments who pedantically nitpick about
He
things.
does the
you know.
same shit.
It's like pointing at a mirror.
Yeah.
He's like,
So anyway, here's
you
a
know what they
reference.
say when you point one finger at someone, there's three pointing back at you.
Linkara's Kirk shirt was a bit oversized here.
It's the Garfield. I wonder who that sign is.
Activate Nimue AI.
His computer AI
This
to his
unit
ship is
now
called
online and
Numaway.
will begin accepting commands and
Dak would
programs.
understand.
Identify yourself.
Subject
Is it
is Nimue,
Shakespeare?
an artificial intelligence.
It's a
who was
Greek
created for the
mythology. No,
navigation,
it's
piloting,
Arthurian
and
lore,
maintaining
I
of
think.
The vessel Comicron 1.
Oh yeah, that sounds.
Excellent. Poyo, did you install the honesty and ethical guidelines yet?
I have. Nimue will tell the truth unless ordered to otherwise.
I love
and shouldn't
Poyo
attempt
so
to
much.
take over the world.
Let's test that. Nimue, assess and give your independent conclusion to this scenario. Humanity poisons the air, poisons the water, continues to wage war with itself over any number of reasons. What do you, as the most unprejudiced and logical being within range, do?
Analyzing. It would seem that this unit would use the weapons capabilities of Comicron 1 to assume direct control of the populace and force them to obey for their own
Numaway can do this,
Not a good sign.
but she
However,
won't.
such an action would be entirely illogical and ill-advised. This unit's function is to maintain a spaceship. Its programming carefully fine-tuned for that purpose, and as such, assuming direct control
You can
of
take over the
humanity
world.
would
I don't
be a
want to
drain
take the
on
world.
that
Take
task.
over the world.
No.
I want to run a
Such a
spaceship.
micromanagement
Are
of
the
populace
are the paper
is
plates lore
would
lore
undoubtedly disobey and
important?
attempt to disrupt this
Right.
unit.
Um,
As such, the answer is to maintain orbit and allow humanity to do
I
what
do
it wishes.
think it's weird,
Or in
especially
other
when
words, Nimue,
yourself
screw
I
them,
think
it's
stuff
not my problem.
to make
Confirmed.
your AI shape like
Poyo's already installed a number of redundant safeguards. to
you keep
prevent
on turning
it
it down. You need to turn it up.
other sectors of
yeah, I was
the
just having a little trouble understanding you.
So I think we've got our asses covered.
I'll speak.
That's a relief.
Anyway, enter standby mode and prepare to engage download link with
I just think
so
you
this
should.
whole
Standby mode engaged.
Look, I don't care how good you
Alright,
program it. You
you
shouldn't
want
put your
to
AI in
transfer
basics that are just HAL
There's
9000.
large Ayaan form at the moment.
Wow.
Oh, what's
That's
the
just the
worst
portable
that could
version.
Kinda
happen?
sexy.
Yeah, that's just the portable version at
Are you
home.
ready to receive?
Dude, have you seen how big the guns are?
Hi,
on this
JT.
ship?
What
JT's
did
in
I
the
say about
chat.
not touching anything?
Hi,
God, I wish
JT.
Harvey was still
What's
around
the
so we could
Lily
do it.
situation? I
Just
can't have our
follow the
friends keeping on
instructions
watching
I
us.
gave you.
Done and done.
Poyo,
Lily has not
begin transfer.
responded. It's weird.
Lily like I done saw we were talking about Linkar. I was like, I'm not not jumping in there.
Lily just like looked at this and said no.
What the hell happened?
She probably had something come up. Fine, I'm pretty sure we can carry this on our own until Squid gets here.
I don't know how to explain this, but Iron Liz always stands up so straight.
Installed. I will soon dominate the world with my spaceship.
So this episode is a parody of the Star Trek episode Mirror Mirror.
During the Ayaan
Hell yeah.
storm. Your
The
agonizer,
sexy one.
please.
But Captain Linkara,
Your agonizer, please.
I was just going to say that my arms don't work, thus I cannot hand you my
He's got the Tom
agonizer.
Servo robot, which is great.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Actually, this is not all that unpleasant a sensation.
Really?
Are you sure it's on the right setting?
Might have to mute this bit because there's a bunch of copyrighted Star Trek music in here. So we just gotta talk specifically over this bit.
It's nice, actually.
Oh, screw both of you! I need to go review Star Trek number 2.
You need this for the entity lore.
This is the Star Trek episode that canonized the fact that Kirk just has like makeup in his quarters.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has the Kirk. That's the Kirk vest that Kirk has in Mirror Mirror. It's that Kirk doesn't. Kirk only wears the vest. He doesn't have a shirt underneath.
As someone who has watched this storyline, I don't remember reading any of these books.
It's a fucking booster gold.
I'll watch
Fuck off.
any of these videos.
Okay, so the bit here is that this is just the mirror universe where
We
everything
get
bad
the
is.
bit. We get the bit.
So
Daystar, do you understand the bit?
you see, he likes young. He
Yeah,
likes
I'm paying
young
attention
blood.
for sure.
He likes Youngblood. He hates Watchmen and all the good, awesome comics. He tortures bad people.
How is this relevant to the entity? I need.
It's not. It's relevant to a later storyline.
Skip it. It's an hour and 22 minutes. We cannot. We have literally never stuck on one topic for that long. We need to move on.
Okay, fine. So there's Mirror Mirror,
But it will take hundreds of years.
their version of Dr. Linksano.
This is powerful.
Use the ship's teleporter to captain of that. Destroys.
I shall.
Okay, so Iron Liz defeats Mirror Linkara along with the help of the Dr. Linksano of that universe.
Identify the other Liz so fast.
Oh, there were signs.
Do you remember when people accused Linkara of being queer just for dating Iron Liz?
Edition Dungeons and Dragons is the best in the entire series.
I don't understand this bit. Is this correct? Is this an evil
So
thing?
fourth edition.
What did she?
is
What did
like-
she say?
She said fourth
Talking about
edition of
D&D.
D&D is the best one.
I do kind of.
It's a very controversial edition.
This thing is starting to wear down a bit.
A discussion for later.
What about me? You were egotistical, opinionated, loud, and a review of Star Trek number 2 was pretty much the exact same of what you said here. Oh, and you had delusions of grandeur because you owned a spaceship.
Oh, so aside from the review, I was clearly nothing like that other Linkara.
Right.
Maybe I am evil because I definitely would
I'm sure.
like do some shit if I had Comic Con one.
You have to fight the hologram version of yourself to learn your true good nature.
I mean, I feel like day one I would start doing some shit.
Okay, so this is the bits that really creeped me out because I wasn't watching the storyline compilations. I was just watching the storyline episodes. So hold on. During the credits, weird text would appear. Oh god. I'm trying to pause at the right time.
Oh my god.
All right, that one said, "I'm always watching."
I didn't notice this at all. I've watched the storyline. I never noticed this.
Okay, hold on. I gotta slow down the playback on here.
I'm going to.
Okay.
We're comic fans. We don't need full context.
Yeah, but this scared me as a child. I needed you to know. Well, child, I was a teenager.
Baby Ayaan was.
You've
You know,
seen my
sometimes I
you've
feel
seen my
like
bones before.
I'm babying teenagers, real and fictional, as a bit. And while I do think they're children, and they are children, I like the way I do this too much. And then I hear Ayaan as a teenager. It's like actually, 5 and 15 are basically the same.
Okay, hold on.
All right, I got to take this hat off.
I don't have a fun
My
hat.
hair. My God. Okay.
I've already won the game.
I have an accordion.
Can we put this on 2 times speed?
It's
A fucking accordion.
It's not a game.
I'm not that thin. That one was a theory that this was Slender Man.
Welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics
Yeah.
heard.
I do
It's pretty
legitimately
well
think
established
putting it
by
on
now that I'm a Power Rangers fan. If it isn't, I like Power Rangers. Who the hell wrote this thing anyway? Nigel Nig. Well, whoever that is, I'm damn certain that they could never produce anything of quality. After something this bad, they've got to be the worst. Hi, Linkara. I'm
This has nothing to do with the storyline, by the way. This is just
Nigel Ing.
Do you think this makes comics?
this is an actual comic writer that he was able to get on the show.
I know.
What did he make that made Linkara think he didn't
suck? Mightily Murdered Power Ringers.
Started 24-hour comics.
No, but
day.
like that made him not.
You wrote stories for
Oh.
2 Power Rangers comics. And I also wrote Mightily Murdered Power Ringers for Parody Press.
Okay, can we?
I really honestly don't even remember what I put into that comic. At the time, I was trying to put a lot of parody comics really quickly. Thinking
Watching Linkara glaze up some comic book writer inside of Ayaan glazing up Linkara.
don't worry about it. And feel free to
Like,
enjoy your...
I didn't want to be a bitch, but I was like, damn, Ayaan gets control. I wanted control. And Ayaan has been wanting the Super Buddies for like months, so I was like, no.
It is funny. We focus so much on Linkara that we're not really doing.
That is funny.
Yeah,
That's real funny.
I'm not really making. I'm not making the jokes that I would usually make. Like, yes, now that Ash is gone, I will be the leader of the Decepticons. Just
you have already won, and this is the bad. We don't need to watch the scene.
Here we go again. Comic on a string in return.
Ayaan, skip things that don't have to do with this storyline. This is a 90-minute video.
Didn't we already do the sentient comic book thing way back in Star Trek #1?
Continuity. All right, so he busts out. I will skip this because it does have copyrighted Ron Wasserman music.
That's not.
He becomes the Green Ranger.
Only for the reason that he had the suit.
This is a feature-length movie. We need to keep going. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I will skip it. I know. I'm not gonna pause for that one.
Well, that was new.
I
However,
remember
I refuse to allow this thing against clowns to continue unchallenged. Clowns are
Here we
only
go.
trying to make
Here's
people
another
happy.
one.
What about clowns?
Here's a one-off joke
People happy. As such,
that
I'm
also
introducing
turned
new
into a
character to
character.
atop the fourth wall. This is Boffo the Clown. He is dignified, content, and above all else, he is not an evil clown. Take that, clown haters! You said it, Boffo.
I'm not a clown hater.
Boffo?
Not at all.
See, it was relevant to the story. They got Boffo. They got him.
When Daystar says "fuck clowns," she means it in a very different
We're in
context.
serious trouble, people. Harvey's been missing for 2 months now.
My friends are missing and dead. I gotta review Mightily Murdered Power Ringers
right now.
Maybe he's just in Vegas or something.
I called his manager. Harvey hasn't called him or told anyone else that he was taking any time off. Do you think it's the
My
editing?
friends have been missing for months. I gotta review this fucking Power Rangers Star Trek
Information.
comic.
The Earth's human
In Linkara's
population
defense, what the
is
fuck is he supposed to be doing?
Doing?
Like
Some
Harvey's an
baseball
actual
glove?
person. Harvey like has a like house, not with Linkara. Like he has a life, but
Well,
Based on
they do
transmissions
reveal
picked up,
canonically
it's
all
only
of these guys
recently
live
that
together.
governments and news agencies are beginning to take note.
And even then, the
Harvey just kind of travels around a lot on tours for his music
And even
gigs.
then, most of the people who have disappeared have either been in such high population zones that nobody notices a few people going away here and there, or they've been in such rural areas that there weren't a lot of people to begin with. And this is methodical stuff. Entire families disappear to decrease the chance of someone reporting them missing. It never happens when there are other people around, and there is no residual trace of energy or anything that would indicate what happened to them. So what are we gonna do, dude? I've designed a series of new safeguards that should help, including force fields, alarms, and just emergency procedures that we can implement if we're ever under attack. We can't stay together all the time, but we can reduce the chance of us getting taken by whatever's going on.
Poyo, head into the living room and
I realized that
implementing
Iron
these
Liv and the car must have been
Right.
dating for a while.
We
Like, I
should
didn't-
probably
It was only
not
a
go
couple
anywhere without a
years,
base of
'cause-
something to
That's
protect
a
us.
while, I would say.
It's been
That'd be
so
wild.
long, like nearly 10 years since she's been on the
Warning.
show.
Intruder is
that it-
present in the
Not
living
tell
room.
me that 2014 was 10 years ago. I refuse.
This was not 2015. This was like 2011.
That's what I'm saying. That she's been here 2011 and she continues to be on the show like long after.
Hold on. I think she leaves around 2013.
Is that my boy?
Yeah, he's back there.
Why are his eyes so weird?
I had that toy as a kid.
Like,
just
I'm
had-
not the only one noticing it, right? Iron
No.
Liv head so straight. Like,
But what? The particle trace is
She's got good
decaying so
posture.
rapidly, it's barely
It
even
might be
moving.
just the way Linkara or Lewis Lovehog frames a shot.
Their mass and volume keeps shifting from second to second. It's
Like-
never staying constant.
If it's two people on camera, it's very crowded already for some reason.
Poyo is gone.
Because he's filming in his house and it's not a proper filming
why is
location.
that? Like, why are they so cramped? Like,
Because he's filming in his house and
I
it's
know,
not a
but-
proper filming.
like 90s kid just doesn't need to be in that shot.
Well,
Come on.
he kind of does.
Come on.
Okay.
I love how I won that argument.
Hello and welcome to a
I
time
think I know why.
Bad Comics
You're
Burger.
right.
You know, computer technology has advanced considerably in the last several decades, going leaps and bounds in a single lifetime.
Let the Radio Shack TRS-80 put the world of color computing into your home.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Turn any color TV
Hear me out.
Oh wait,
1.25 times speed.
Color computer is an educational aid.
1.25 times speed.
That's
Uh,
not as Linkara intended.
That's not how Lewis Lovehog. This was meant to be framed in a cinema at the exact.
I'm not gonna.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna learn his name. His name is Linkara. Okay.
That bit always freaks me out. The "I am beautiful" thing the entity is putting in.
Learn how computing can benefit your business, profession, record keeping, and your education. Come into your nearby Radio Shack today.
All right.
$599.
Overall, I don't think it's as bad. We'll look at the others somewhere down the line.
Okay, so this fucking scared me. Ba-da-ba-ba-da, copyrighted music. Copyrighted music.
The amount that copyright gets out of. Oh, that
Uh-oh.
that is creepy. I don't know.
That's spooky.
Uh-oh.
That's spooky.
Time's up. Okay. Daystar, what do you think this entity is?
Like it's a
Oh,
character.
look at this. Look at this.
I don't know.
Holy shit. JT, I'm sorry. This is me. This is my fault.
Yeah, I
Now.
at this time I was watching all that like Marvel Hornets, all that like analog horror stuff on YouTube. Not
I can't stand every
men talk about comic books.
of crappy Silent Hill comics. I think it gets a little boring after a while since it keeps boiling down to the same.
I don't think I
problem
had
again
like
and
conversations
again.
and access to
Scott
things.
Sanson doesn't know jack
I think I was
about
looking at
Silent
like
Hill.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT
2
fan art,
years ago.
because Super Saiyan 4 Pan and Raw, how you see boobs on DeviantArt, and
Whoa, did you just turn into Ash for a second?
Yeah, sorry. I'm using Ash's account is the thing.
what's the other one?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I was really into the Disrespectoids. Do you guys know what the Disrespectoids is?
No.
No.
Is it
Mind
robots?
control screen, man. No. You guys know Capri's Son?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, they had those series of commercials in like the late 2000s and 2010s. Like, I think from like 2008 to 2011. where
They had mascots.
well, no, it was like where it's like bad kids if they disrespected the pouch by doing like practical jokes with them or whatever, the pouch would explode in their face and into like freakish people.
Yeah.
You know.
It's you. But that just isn't possible. There's no way you can be.
She almost said it.
That's a reference because you see she has a Pokemon poster in the back. I do love to just spray it away.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
The very last Silent Hill comic that I have to review.
There's Silent Hill comics?
Yeah, a lot of them are bad.
I don't care about Linkara's opinion. I don't care about Linkara's opinion.
Linkara told me himself.
You can't listen to Linkara. He's not right about a lot of things.
I do think Daystar may live in a topsy-turvy world where comic writers who people like are bad, comic writers who people dislike.
I guess you could say Daystar lives in the mirror universe of Linkara.
I live in Silent Hill.
I've read for this show. Who friggin' cares? They all suck.
After this, can we drag Comic Drake a bit?
Oh, we don't have to do that.
We're here for positivity and also Linkara.
Thank God I never have to do any more of these stupid Silent Hill comics anymore.
We are losing viewers by the second.
Oh my god! Actually, we've kept a steady 4.
We
right,
we should read Silent Hill.
You're doing this thing again? It's not like you're gonna be able to top
He's pink.
last year.
Linkara.
Pinkara.
The boxes of our souls are Myers in the good and the bad. The right and the brown are your friends, and the rainbow
So this contextually is a finale to a lot of the Silent Hill storyline stuff that he does.
So maybe we should. Does it have anything to do with the entity storyline?
I mean, it does, but like,
and go away for me.
I'll just skip it.
I'm
Although
sorry.
these are good.
Like,
And how am I? Thank you.
I'm looking at
skipping
the
funny-
time, and we're trying to. I'm trying to, like, not bore me.
Second
Alright, so
location.
this here's Pyramid Head. Here's 2 Pyramid Heads. And
Okay,
Linkara's dad in a wig.
Nice.
Daystar, come on, that man dressed like that's funny.
It's pretty good. So we love a supportive father.
I
Yeah,
love how
he-
the one on the side is wearing a normal t-shirt.
Yeah, to this day, if Linkara still shows the character of future Linkara, he will be played by his dad.
We created a grand weapon. We enslaved the Red Executioner, and we will spread the gospel through you.
The weapon they're talking about is the magic gun.
I know.
We shall convert you to our cause and spread the word of our God, the entity. Yeah, I worked it out. After all, that black book mentions the entity a lot. It figures that
They act like it's a reveal when it's like the like cosmic horror arc is connected to the book, the cult.
Our cause. The Conqueror and the robotic effigy had goals that coincided with our own. You want me to spread the word of the entity into the nightmares of everyone in the world.
Oh
You
my
will
god!
make them accept their fate.
Is it too much to ask 2 men to brush a wig?
A piece of the world is already.
You know, here's the thing: he's meant to look all nasty and gross.
This reminds me of I went to watch the Barbie movie, and my theater kid best friend was like, "Why did John Cena have a better wig press than Dua Lipa?"
Yeah. I think he brought his own.
I think it's like they had to get her in and out in one day.
He's got the batleth. Shout out to the batleth, by the way. I've got one in the back.
Dork, nerd. We were just watching Linkara murder her, man.
It's a
happened?
pyramid head. It doesn't count.
Let's
Okay.
find that. I
He
keep on
racist
seeing
pyramid
that
heads.
clip where he fights
Got
Pyramid
stabbed.
Head. I keep on seeing that clip where he fights Pyramid Head in the opening credits, and I didn't realize
I'm looking at it right now.
it's above, like they're fighting above the corpse of another Pyramid Head.
Oh, looky here! I am so dying.
And it's revealed this is Hollow Kara. This is a hologram Linkara.
Oh.
They got
What is this blasphemy?
Linkara
Hatsune
Hollow Kara.
Miku.
You got me.
VTuber Linkara.
Come on down, kids.
Is that why he's got like a egg timer strapped to his shoulder?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's the mobile emitter from Star Trek Voyager.
It's an egg timer.
Nice shooting, Tex.
I meant to do that.
The air's not attacking us.
I think the side on this is broken. Worry about that later. Ah, Whatley, I presume. What? What is this? Oh, you probably mean this. It's called a mobile emitter. It's from Star Trek Voyager. It allows a hologram to walk around outside of a holodeck. In this case, it's a hologram of me. Hello, Linkara. Hello, Linkara.
Decent
I
effect.
don't believe that Linkara has a holodeck. I don't believe
Do you
that.
want to explain or shall I? Oh,
He does. He gets a holodeck.
Thank
I
you.
don't believe that.
2 years in a row, Linkara has
What would
No,
you
he
guys
has a
do?
holodeck.
If you had a holodeck, what would you do?
Crappy Silent Hill.
You don't
You don't
wanna
need to
know.
know that. You don't.
Okay.
You don't need to know what
We're
I'm going to do in the holodeck.
With the
All right.
last Silent Hill comics that I had to review, that I'd have to deal with this crap again.
I feel like
So,
if I
the
did
last
have a
3
holodeck,
weeks, I've had Hollow Linkara
I would.
here doing
I'd probably
reviews,
do what
but I've
Lieutenant Barkley
done
does
one.
in
Not
Star
much
Trek.
prospect, I admit.
I would rewrite bad movie franchises to be
Figured
good.
when everything went down and when the time was right, I'd come down here.
I would, like-
guns blazing, and
I
put
would
an end
make
to
a
this once
Green
and for
Lantern
all.
Far Sector live action movie, Jonelle Monáe as Joe, and then they stop where I think.
We'll get to that in a second.
They make it not propaganda. It is
No,
funny
I don't
reading.
think it's not propaganda.
I would fix Carol Ferris.
Oh my god!
I would go tell her. I would go like destroy Hal for her forever.
I don't. I think like making explicit lesbian content isn't even like something that's like horny with Carol. It's just like righting a wrong, you know. Like Carol deserves like swimsuit type issue where it's just her exploring the universe, macking on women, making up for lost time.
Yeah, no, I just needed to have a conversation with her.
You're the source of the beast. You're absolutely right. I can't pass judgment on
This is
Hell, I can't even turn you over to the police either. Hell, what am I gonna
this
say
is an
to
important
them?
bit in
You
the story
underwent a magic
where
ritual to try
the
to
magic
turn the
gun
world
gets its
into nightmares
revenge.
using demons from the other world? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna hold up in court. But there
Why not?
is someone
Bring this man to
here who
court. See what
can
happens.
pass judgment on you.
You see, the evil cult murdered a child and put it inside this gun. The gun
Wait,
will testify.
Wait, that was a part of that was canon before this storyline.
This
Yeah. He was the leader of the cult that killed Margaret.
Yeah, but I thought that like got confirmed during the Holokara shit.
reason that all the crap that
No,
happened
it was during the Lord Vice stuff where he found out about the cult stuff behind the gun, because Mechakara wanted to psychologically torture him, and Vice was like, "No, just go down and beat the shit out of him."
Is this supposed to be taking place in his childhood home, or am I supposed to be ignoring that?
This is his childhood home, yes.
I know, but is that part of the story, or am I supposed to be pretending I don't see the family pictures?
I mean, earlier when he was teleported here, they said like, "Okay, this is my family home." That's weird.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's.
I pulled up a Women of DC tier list. After this, we're ranking them based off of how much they could fix Carol Danvers. Carol Ferris.
Carol Ferris. Number
Different
one scale
woman.
dampers. They can fix each other.
Different woman who has 100% failed the fight against propaganda.
Half of France's population has vanished in the past few days.
I wouldn't worry. It's certainly not some kind of demonic god from another dimension come to consume us all. So forget about it.
These people worked for Channel
Oddly
Awesome.
specific, but anyway, I just
didn't
wanted to
know.
check in and see
That's
if you were
all.
Yeah, I'm watching them do it.
Well, motherfucker.
I like how half of Friends disappeared and then these two random reviewers disappeared.
the evil entity forgot the two forgot the movie French reviewers.
Oh my god, it reminded me of the Linkara movie where it's like only reviewers can say the review.
We need this group of internet reviewers to save the world.
Alright, let me see if I can do that.
As is tradition, we're going to take another look at the Clone Saga.
Okay, wait.
Sort of. Marvel tried this idea of a Soviet invasion again a few years ago with equally disappointing results. The idea is good.
I bet they won't do that again. I bet they won't do a Soviet invasion yet again.
Too bad. We're getting into the finale.
Where's it coming from?
It was good the second time.
Dude, the chain gun is jammed.
Okay,
I can't
Daystar,
get it to
last
work.
chance. If I tell you that the entity is like an established nerd character, who do you think it is?
What? It's not the Star Trek evil goatee man?
We don't know what this thing
No,
is.
it's not. It's not Mirakara.
It's something else.
Liz!
It's some demonic entity that is from like
Dude, you okay?
a nerd series from the 90s.
I don't watch nerd shit.
All right, what creepypastas do you know?
Okay, don't.
You know the one about Legend of Zelda?
Oh,
It's
drown
not
them.
Vendra.
Is it
Not Ben
fucking
Drowned.
is it Slender Man? Is it the one with the puppets?
What? Oh, that one. Candle Cove.
Candle Cove, the Candle Cove.
Is there anybody out?
Is
What
there
song is
anybody out there? It was in Pink Floyd's The Wall.
In the entire world.
Oh, so this is only the second worst Pink Floyd reference in the Channel Awesome content. I don't like how much I
And the-
understand.
Heavy load here, man. Heavy.
Is it Lonely Girl 15?
No, we should
So
campaign.
the only two people left in the world is Linkara and 90s Kid.
We should campaign for Linkara to be his next story arc to be Lonely Girl 15 coded. Like, it shouldn't be an ARG itself, but it should connect to Lonely Girl 15 more.
Oh.
Have a chance to meet Rob Liefeld. I'm a fool. I know, dude. I mean,
Watch
how
the
could you
tone
not
shift
like
here.
Rob Liefeld? I mean, just shut up. I should have seen it before.
The angle shift.
I'm a complete fool. It was you. Dude, what are you talking about? I didn't want to believe it. After all,
If they could
you're
copy
an
90s
idiot.
Kid, wouldn't it be less suspicious to just
That's
copy
why
all
you're
his
the
friends?
perfect cover. No one would suspect the innocently moronic 90s kid, would they? Dude, you are not being radical right now. I should have suspected months ago. Not even 90s kid is creepy enough to suggest propping up Kurt Cobain's body on stage. There is something seriously wrong with you.
That's the first
God,
I didn't see it until
he's
now.
been planting this all.
I want to wonder if that was an actual hint, or did he get blacked for that?
No,
and then he's like,
no,
actual.
it was an actual hint. He mentioned this. But one thing he didn't account for is that Kurt Cobain was cremated. So like he accidentally made it like, oh, 90s Kid being the 90s aficionado would know that Kurt Cobain was cremated.
Would you be the only other person still here.
Okay, but Linkar, you say that like it isn't that suspicious that you're
You've been
around.
using his image this whole
Yeah,
time.
but he's the main
hiding
character.
in plain sight from Lord Vice. And I think I even know what you are. The clues were all there. Its voice is not its own. You have no voice or image of your own. You need to use others. Your mere presence has been causing little glitches and errors all over the place, particularly in the credits of my videos. The poem. The poem gave away the whole story, but I didn't think about it correctly. There are so many ways of bringing you about, and you have so many names.
God, this was my first
And
Linkara
it really
video,
all
by the
comes
way.
back down to the one thing to call you.
So you were real confused.
Is missing.
Like I was confused, but he was doing it with such confidence. I had no choice but to
This
stand.
game has been very amusing.
It's so wild to me.
It's
Daystar, what do you think the
Is it? I
A
don't know.
piece of the world is missing.
that its name is missing? Its name is missing.
Its name is missing. I don't know.
It's missing number.
What's that?
It's a Pokemon
Missing, no.
creepypasta.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I guess
Okay.
the poem fits it, but in all honesty, I could put all those clues together and still not get to missing note because I'd assume it's just like some god from a culture I don't know.
Is that
I mean,
the
it
one?
is, but-
Somebody made the game, right? Like it's like a haunted Pokemon game. Is that the?
No, missing number is the glitch in the original Pokemon game.
And there is creepypasta about it because of that.
They called it the Lost Beast, but to me, it shall forever have a different name.
I remember somebody made made it.
It's wild to me, the idea that missing number is a fucking primordial evil.
He's a
Like,
Lovecraftian demon. He's a god.
What did they think it was before computer glitches were invented? Like when they saw that effect in static, like was it fucking blowing their minds?
This is impossible. You're not some Lovecraftian demon. You're a glitch in a video game. A random scramble of pixels because the game is trying to call data where none exists.
This doesn't make sense. I, as the internet reviewer, should point out this plot hole.
Okay, so didn't answer the question.
This was my second Linkara video. The first one was the previous video.
So if you just were watching reviews, you tune in, and this is you're like, oh, I wonder what this man thinks about this fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic, and you click on it, and it's this. This is what greets you. Is that how it works?
So at first it was the Spider-Man Planet of the Symbiotes thing. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what Planet of the Symbiotes is. I don't read comics. I'm a 13-year-old boy on the internet. And then for some reason, this shit goes down. Like, what the fuck?
I think this is a worse entry point than the last episode because this is the opening of the episode.
Yeah, and this is the next episode, and I watched like.
So I'm following this. It was so like someone made Missing No real by accident, but they don't elaborate on what that means.
Oh, spooky.
Took away his power and exiled him.
These are the results of the last storyline.
I never watched the original Lord by storyline, so I have no idea what the man's beef with Linkara was. Don't tell me.
We'll save it for next time I'm allowed to do this, which is probably never.
I'm taking the controls next time. It's not even the Linkara bit. It's like this is too dedicated a bit. I'm so sorry, Ayaan.
This is the most dedicated we have been to a bit.
Yes, ever.
He's
Remember,
he's doing these like. long Lovecraftian speeches about how this thing is like large and beautiful and infinite in mass, and it's just Linkara. It's just Linkara with
It's
little.
just missing. Here's my thing. Daystar, do you remember when, like, in the middle of me saying which Green Lantern had the best costume, we got to Joe, we took a break to do a bit about, like, me saying as many slurs as possible. We got so sidetracked that we forgot until, like, 45 minutes later that we were in the middle of a PowerPoint, and then we had to finish the PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's just how we do things here.
Squid is still not here.
Squid's waiting for Linkara to leave.
You better not be free, all right? If you are free and you are not joining, I'm fighting your character in the next campaign next week. I'm gonna kick Ada's ass.
What books do you think Linkara's mom reads?
What?
I'm not sure.
I'm trying to clock what's on the shelf.
This is his own personal house. This is no longer his childhood home anymore.
This unit is
Oh.
cut off from Omicron.
I don't care what he reads.
Due to emergency shielding.
Which means
That's
no
his
way
whole
to transport
thing.
out of here.
Correct.
Yeah.
What was Comicron once status before the shield?
Its systems are under attack.
I need to see what Daystar likes that's cringe right now.
And 20 standard minutes from
So
What I what?
What you like that's cringe right now.
We can pull up what I was watching around this time.
See, what happened with Numaway's voice here is that he couldn't get the actual voice actress, so he got Alison Pregler, Obscurus Lupa, to do the voice here.
Analyze and hypothesize.
I feel like that's so what she says in
With
the
any
movie.
kind of obstacle or hindrance to the entity, then why isn't it in here?
And he
already?
explains like, "Oh, the voice is different," as if we were like privy to think like, "Oh, why is the computer voice different this time around?" He needed to explain, and I love that about him.
made by the book you recovered. It is believed that the entity is toying with you.
That was so much text to just be like, it's pulling a perfect cell routine right now, guys.
That conjecture would appear to be accurate. Request information. Given the
I
advanced
feel like if
knowledge
you're
of
conquering the multiverse, I would not care
do
about
not have a plan
like
of
the
attack
last
for your encounter with this creature.
The last human left is the.
I figured if
This is a fucking comic reviewer.
What do you guys think Doug Walker was doing there?
or even kill it.
Please don't make me think of Doug Walker. What he was doing.
Think about Doug Walker.
You cannot
Yeah.
like. Was Doug Walker like complicit in a whole bunch of like workplace abuse? Yes, but like as a character, how much more cringe is the nostalgia critic?
I think the nostalgia critic is a cringier character.
Doug Walker?
Because
No.
than Linkara. Because the thing is, I haven't watched I haven't seen recent nostalgia critic, so I wouldn't know how much Doug has changed as a person or as a reviewer, especially after the wall stuff. But his style just never improved past like here's just like a snarky reviewer.
It's the same
Anger
thing.
for disingenuous.
No. God, no.
Pokemon.
Aha.
The Deep Space Nine behind him.
Honestly, the Lavender Town music slaps.
It does.
Yeah. Why is Pikachu crying in this thumbnail?
Happens.
Pikachu's
I
about to be
remember
taken
there
by
was
the
some. I
entity.
don't know if it was Misuno, but I remember there was some Pokemon creepypasta where somebody actually like built the game for whatever the creepypasta was.
Yeah, Lavender Town does that. I also think there's like a Squid one for Crystal. I forget.
Context to the situation I'm in, particularly the franchise known as Pokemon.
So he just explains what missing number is in this bit.
I used to look up Let's Plays of people playing those creepypasta love hacks.
All right, so hold on. Let me skip this bit because we all know
I do
what
love the
Pokemon
term
is.
semi-sentient, as if like they're just animals, dude.
Okay, these are just his Pokemon opinions.
Pokemon currently menaces us. In the original 2 games, there was a glitch.
So here's him explaining Missing No.
This old guy
Do we need this or do you want to skip it?
I played Pokemon Yellow, and that's about as far as Pokemon as I got. I had it on my laptop at high school. I would play Pokemon.
The thing is that your trainer's data hasn't been called back yet, and because the coast of Cinnabar Island does not have proper data pertaining to what sort of Pokemon are encountered there, it accesses data that isn't there, labeled missing no or missing number, and creates this block of scrambled pixels. Or
God, honestly, I felt
a friggin' skeleton.
it felt so nice seeing Misty though again, you know.
And then seeing that instead of what you were supposed to see. Needless to say, I didn't try it again for a while. Admittedly, what's actually going on with the missing number trick is a little more complicated than that brief version, but my explanation is just the basics of how it works. Missing number is just a glitch in the game, and when people learned about it, they thought the thing was serious bad news, that it could erase your saved game or even the entire cartridge. There's been the occasional person who says that happened to them, but it's not guaranteed.
And now he's trying to eat the entire universe and all of creation. He's outside my door right now, and he killed all my friends.
It can cause some other glitches if you catch it, but nothing really to the experienced people.
In case anyone finds this, I need you to know the history of Pokemon in general, my opinions on Pokemon, and also this thing is outside my thing and it's going to kill me.
I do think it's interesting conceptually. Like, Linkara's built a multiverse, and he's basically like, oh, in another universe, and it's like kind of horrifying because you could do everything right in your universe, and an outer god will just be created in another universe and kill you anyways.
Sometimes that's all I'm
asking.
Information. Scans indicate the presence of the entity in every space around this room. We are surrounded.
Well, I guess this is it.
Here's the sad Linkara theme.
It's even the room he was in last episode.
It is.
What is the fucking layout of this room, man? It's both a storage room and
this is review room.
The emotion is shared.
This is review couch.
It's a futon, actually.
We all need reviewing. You know?
Yeah, what's a futon, Ayaan?
Here's the sad Linkara theme. Welcome to atop the fourth wall.
No, he's unrolling his
Oh, it actually was the theme.
Car's gonna teach you all. Listen, you.
And to call back the guy who made the theme.
I don't think this is the same guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if this is Vincent E.L., who is the composer of the Linkara theme and singer.
Yeah. That was a gift, by the way.
Linkara.
A fan made that.
He did this. He did the hat flip again. Linkara.
Sadly.
Hold on.
Sad hat flip.
Okay, I feel like the thing is I can't get it on screen, right? There.
I thought.
Oh, this is
all right. His most recent review. His first review. That's two. It's funny, he doesn't own a copy of that specific Spider-Man issue, but it's the trade paperback.
In fact, Linkara's first 3 reviews were text reviews, which means his first review is a continuation of his previous review. Yes, 2 of those.
Welcome back, you. Is this the part where you fight me?
No.
This, I think, made me a Linkara fan, by the way. The way I accept silly shit. The way I accept silly shit immediately as a kid with no questions attached.
And hope it would give me the power to defeat you, but we both know that wouldn't work either.
No, it would not.
I will say this is a better plot than like any of the
Yeah, it is funny to be like the nostalgia critic fanboy that I was, and then go straight to Linkara. Like what?
Making the memes where it's like boys like nostalgia critic, men like
Men. I was, yeah, keep playing with that kid stuff. Nostalgia critic.
Yeah, at the end of the
I'm
day,
here for-
everyone making this is having fun. Like,
yeah.
That's more than I can say for this live stream right now.
There is just one
Someone's having
I
fun.
mean, I'm having, yeah, Ayaan's having a blast.
Consumed by you.
Okay.
What are you going
So
to
watch
do
him
next?
question this thing.
I will spread throughout this universe until it and
I do want to clarify, Linkara. We are, at least I am in part enjoying myself. If I did not enjoy the community of you two, I would just leave.
Linkara, if you're watching this, my social media presence would not exist without you.
Linkara, Lewis, can I call you
Play
Lewis?
the grinder emoji or
You have
emo.
you have a lot of charm, Lewis, you know, and I think that your content is better than most comic content.
To address Linkara. Hello, Mr. Linkara. It's not you, it's me.
Lewis, if you're watching this.
And then what are you going to do?
Okay, so here, watch this
I was
bit.
just curious. What are you going to
The entity
do
just
after
gave his
you
like
finish
big
your
speech
goal?
that he'll consume everything and become existence.
Everything will be me.
Yes, we know that part. But what are you going to do? You will exist. Neato.
See, that's
What are
talk
you
of
going
God
to
to
do
death.
to pass the time? You will have absorbed
Do you have a fucking My Little Pony on his show?
everything.
He has reviewed My Little Pony. He wasn't a fan of it at this time. Or I don't think he is a fan. His wife is now.
What are you gonna do as
Yeah, but that's
the
like a
universe?
Married?
Will you create?
Yeah.
Like you
that's
guys
a whole
taking
other-
weeks off as a break, and it was the week he got
different
married.
from you, and you just
Yeah.
revert back in anyway. So again, I ask, what are you going to do when you have completed your goal?
I mean, that's kind of a dumb question, right? Like, what does anyone do when they complete their life cycle? Like,
Well, he's asking, what is this eldritch god gonna do when it becomes all of existence? Didn't think about it.
like it's just a human aspect.
And when everything is you, what are you going to do next? What is your purpose when your purpose has been fulfilled?
That's like a question ever. Like,
What will be your
I'm just like,
meaning when you
bitch,
have
I'll figure it out when I get there.
Is existing just
Yeah, don't be rude.
Apparently, this bit was based off of the quote, "Dead Cthulhu waits dreaming."
Like, I'm sorry that I've reached fulfillment from my life's goal,
This
man.
this fucking badass shot where he walks around himself.
It took him a while. Yeah, it's pretty
And-
good.
yeah, that's pretty good for its time.
Yeah. For just like a silly YouTube video, that's pretty good. That's excellent.
Linkara being terrible about cinematography helps out in that regardless of if he's supposed to be talking to himself or actual person, it will always look like he's talking to no one.
Existence itself shall be your prison. All experiences will be a part of you. All possibilities will have been considered and completed. Every life form, every molecule, every single should and never should, and it will all have
God,
been
it's so fucking badass.
Everything will be you, and everything will be meaningless. And when you do become existence, when the definition of existence equals missing number, you will scream your shrill hiss and let it vibrate along the totality of your being. When the lie of your existence is laid
The comic reviewer, everybody.
nothing else for you to do.
I'm just so confused. He's basically saying, once you've completed your life's purpose, what will happen next? I was like, I don't know, man. I'll feel fulfilled.
I
Skill
sincerely
issue.
doubt that.
Maybe I'll read some comic books.
I forgot what was the like, because he mentions this on the commentary, but I don't know exactly. But the way Ayaan, I interpreted like he looked at the Clone Saga, and apparently he remembered like it was the Planet of the Symbiote review specifically of how that storyline ended. But the way I thought about it was him as a reviewer, just like saying, "Why does this thing need to exist?" And so he asked that question to the fucking Eldritch.
He nitpicked the entity to death.
You nitpicked the entity to death.
For me, I feel like I'd be like, okay, you're right. I'll just keep a couple like spare universes and just like bat them around like cats, you know?
Yeah, but that would mean nothing to him.
Well, like
he just wanted to be. He wanted to be all of existence. That was his thing.
Well, the problem is you want to be all of existence, but like Mystic Number has already established that it has.
Wait, here's how he gets rid of it.
A being more complex and grand and terrible.
Daystar, pay attention to this fucking quote.
I'm paying attention.
I submit a question to you, Outer God. A possibility to explore. Declare it. What happens to an Outer God when it dies?
You should kill yourself now.
You should kill yourself now.
I love how Ayaan knows exactly what I'm referencing.
You have no purpose. You should kill yourself.
My thing here is like Missing Number has established that it has the personality to play with its food. Why not just do that for all of time? Like you can make it so you never accomplish your purpose. Like full purpose. I'd be like,
so
the sound's back.
Well, look who decided to show up.
Hey, Squid.
Hey, why is Linkara dressed as Molly Main?
No, he's not. That's someone else. Off-brand Molly Main.
That's Buffalo the Clown.
Part of me is like, we should force Squid to watch some Linkara to justify things. But like, then I would have.
We gotta get Squid to watch.
I would have to watch Linkara.
All right, I'll stop the Linkara-ing after this one. I got one in.
Not 120 minutes.
How far are we into the runtime?
That's not how hours work.
Oh.
Linkara saved all of existence.
Good for him.
I gotta be honest, I did watch Linkara growing up.
Yeah, I wanted you here.
But I always skipped the
Wait a
storyline
minute.
bits.
Pause. Squid is like Ayaan was 13 when he was watching it. I was like 16. Squid, what the fuck, man?
I think I was still in middle school.
Oh, you're watching this while it came out. Okay.
Yeah.
15, 14.
Yeah, like this was what I started watching The Critic when he was on YouTube. I was there when he would make a different channel per video so he wouldn't get hit with copyright strikes.
Deserved copyright strikes, by the way. Okay,
I was there when the video dropped of him loudly quitting his workplace.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Such a critic thing to do. Can I explain? When I say deserved, I mean deserved by the rules of content ID. Content ID itself stuff.
Linkara, I'm a bit confused about this, but I think you just saved the world or something.
Linkara just saved all of reality.
90s kid into suicide.
What happened to the Time Masters one time? They did that to some team.
Wait, why was I going to review Warrior number 4 when we just released a separate video on it?
It's hyper time. Just accept it.
Hey, all right.
Mars Girl.
I'm just picturing the world where like Gara has enough pull in like that he's like actually all of you need to stop making videos when you disappear and you can't come back until I make
All right.
Wait, hold up. I always find it funny that like Linkara will like have these people in there, but like he'll never get. Hold up. Like, hold up. I need to see. Like these are getting more obscure.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Was this whole thing just a Pokemon reference? I love Pokemon.
Like I'm pretty sure most of
I
these
remember
people,
like the last one, the anime reviewer from just before. He's I forgot his name now. I do know what his handle used to be here, but I feel like it would be dead naming if I said it. So I'm not gonna. I feel bad.
like Lindsay wasn't there, Todd wasn't there, fucking not
I-
even Rap Critic was
I
there.
don't think Lindsay Ellis gave it. I don't think Lindsay Ellis gave a shit about this.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Was there like a segment where everyone was disappearing?
Yes, they were like in
Yeah.
different separated
Did
bits.
anyone do a bit where they looked directly at the camera and said no, and then just went back to what they were doing?
I'm gonna fucking throw this hard.
Because that would have been really funny. I think that would have been the perfect way to include Lindsay. No.
No.
Anyway,
Did you not
All right, last bit.
okay, we're done.
Return safe and sound.
I love how you needed to explain that.
Maybe seeing missing number would create infinite copies of it.
Well, that's because it wasn't in the 6th slot of my inventory. You know what was? A tricorder.
This bit was just to justify why Lewis bought a bunch of tricorders for no reason.
Business expense.
Tricorder. Oh, look. Tricorder.
All right, that was the
Anyways,
Linkara bit.
We need to do the queerest thing possible right now. Like, can we not talk about comics or the rest of the cast? I am so like
We're a comic book cast.
I am
literally a
sick.
comic book podcast.
I am
Yeah.
sick, and Ayaan asked me to do commentary on a 90-minute video while my voice is sore.
I was really banking on Squid would be here earlier.
I'm sorry. I was debating
had-
using my sick hours, but I was like, I already did that a few weeks
For
ago.
Linkara.
I'll get in trouble.
Okay.
Don't.
Uh,
Yeah. Don't. It's Linkara is not worth it.
It's
Hey,
alright.
remember, guys?
My computer also blue screen. I'm just looking at my work computer right now. It's like it's got a big blue screen on it.
Remember
Yeah.
in the pre-stream when I was like, maybe you should wait until Squid's here because I think Squid's essential. And I was like, nah, fam.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I've given up on Lily being here, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. I think we could still manage. All right, everyone, welcome back to the actual podcast. So
I don't want to
The
slam the
podcast
Linkara
starts
idea,
90
right?
minutes in. That's insane.
90 minutes into a podcast that was already 2 hours late. But I do have to say, I don't want to be slamming Ayaan. I feel like we slam Ayaan for things he likes too much. Part of this is like, I'm poking fun at it, but I'm poking fun at it, you know? And also, truly, my throat is making me upset.
it's all good. I think it's very funny. This whole thing is just a legitimate bit of seeing how I can fuck with Ash's channel.
I am okay. Sorry, Squid. Yeah.
This I know I'm thinking about like Linkara bits, because like I know the first comic he like literally burned was Superman at Earth's End.
Yeah. Actually, wait. This is a fun fact. I know about that. He didn't actually burn Superman.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That
Yeah.
later he was like, I didn't
Did you
own a
know?
copy at the time, so I taped the cover to a different book and burned that. And then he like felt bad about it. So in like I think it's 100th episode, he burns the actual book.
I think it was one of his top mistakes book. Top mistakes.
And like
episode.
eventually, Linkara fully replaces that scene in the end credits to him burning Holy Terror, which I remember he had to
Yeah.
break over his knee to like.
Yeah, because it was a hardcover, and honestly, he did a good. That might be one of my favorite Linkara episodes, mostly because like
shooting fifth barrel, like.
I
Oh
think it's
wait,
only-
that being your favorite episode is fucking Black Lightning being my favorite CWDC show.
No, because like, imagine being me in the comic space. Muslims not generally looked on too nicely, and you have Louis Lovehog saying like this is an Islamophobic, awful book, and
Have
you
you
should.
refused anything with Simon Bass? That came out wrong. I just mean I immediately thought Simon Bass was like I want him. I want. Look, I deserve more Simon Bass content, if only because it forced me to learn that Jeff Johns isn't entirely white.
I think this Holy Terror was one of those things that fucking remind me how much like 9/11 melted Frank Miller's brain.
It's gone to a point where it's like I'm not even mad at the guy. I'm just like, what happened, dude?
It's like QAnon, like this is how I feel about the whole J.K. Rowling thing, where it's like this is just like an aunt going down a Facebook rabbit hole incredibly publicly. Like, I feel bad for her if she wasn't rich enough to live in a castle and single-handedly change UK policy. Like,
yeah, like if she was your Aunt Jessica, that would be different.
And even then, like, did I tell you about when my DT, my sister was talking to my DT about how, like, right before we visited, she had watched with like a documentary on the Boy Scouts and sexual abuse, and my sister was like, "Hey, it was really wild that they were kicking people out of the Boy Scouts for being gay, while also was having like they were defending a lot of repercussions for people who are sexually assaulting these boys." Anyone want to guess what my DT's reply to this is?
Oh, I feel like it's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be crazy.
Hey, yeah, I agree. It's kind of messed up that they would do that. I believe it's her response.
Basically, but it was added like, well, yeah, it's probably because like science shows that like,
oh god,
that like some of those boys were probably gay because they were sexually assaulted, and
Yeah.
I think she even says like most of them, and she gets into this, and I'm wearing my headphones already. I am listening to music, right? I need to clarify. Miranda is out. That's my sister who I was trying to avoid saying the name of, but whatever. Like, Miranda is out. I am not in any flavor, right? I am warned every single family vacation to not say shit. My uncle is an ex-correctionals officer. They live in suburban New Jersey. Don't say shit, all right? These are like as incredibly like whatever.
Extreme close up. Oh, it's not extreme.
We were already there. Bud.
I can't hold it in. I just start laughing while I'm wearing my headphones, right? And I have to like leave. We're in the kitchen. I have to go upstairs before I start saying shit. It's like, point being, I don't even know why I brought this up. Oh yeah, like that already makes it hard for me to care, but I do feel bad when DT's being manipulated. It's just like the difference between my DT losing money because of like grifters online and J.K. Rowling is J.K. Rowling's making money and is the
Doesn't she live in an actual castle?
Yeah. I
That's
love
wild.
I love when famous people don't understand what the word doxing means. Like,
I can't believe I've been doxed by the internet.
I can't believe people
I can't-
protesting against my public address. Like, sorry.
I can't believe that like the 3 major franchises that I've invested a lot of my time and energy into learning every facet of the way that y'all do about things that you talk about are now Marvel, Harry Potter, and Pirates of the Caribbean. That I can't talk about
Harry
fuck any
Potter
of them.
was already cringe before. I do want to say something here because, like, me and Ayaan have talked about Power Rangers a whole lot because we love Power Rangers. Power Rangers is like run by terrible people, not just in like a typical way, but like Hayam Saban, the guy who made Power Rangers, is lit. First of all, Power Rangers is fit. I have to say so many shit. The first time Power Rangers was canceled, the reason why is because the previous series was way more expensive than the last ones. And you want to guess why that series was way more expensive than the last few series?
Union actors.
Exactly. Turbo had a child actor, which required him to be union. And that was like what, like the last time they had a union actor? Like,
I mean, nope. The next time would be Time Force, and
like,
then and then the next season was also threatened to be their last.
like,
So
like
like
it was
yeah, it was
that-
Time Force and then Wild Force, and Wild Force was under the assumption Wild Force was going to be the last season because they
Wild
got
Force
it.
turned into
On the
Maybe-
upside, while Haim Saban might be a bit of an asshole, Shotaro Ishinomori, who made Super Sentai, has done nothing wrong as far as I can see.
I'm bringing this up as an example because the reason why we're comfortable talking about the social capital of Power Rangers is one, Haim Saban's not in charge of it, and two, like, we're talking more whenever we talk about the social capital that like Marvel has and why we don't want to support Marvel, it's in the context of like actual political action. I feel like we talk about this a lot because we're a comic live stream, but in all honesty, it does not matter that much. But like it matters because it's easy to do. Boycotts earn you money. And all
Yeah.
that being said, like there's a reason why we were pretty comfortable talking about the Marvel boycott for a while, before it even a while after Marvel, a while after, just because in the context of like we never talk good about Marvel like exclusively, you know. And it's like people always come out with gotcha, like DC's also bad, but one, it's like Marvel's making propaganda for a genocide. DC hates art. These things are both bad, but like
one is worse.
Yeah. I hate David Zaslav as much as the next artist, but like also I hate Marvel for supporting genocide.
And, like, I would not be surprised. Like, I've not done enough research. I would not be surprised if DC was currently co-signing, if not this genocide, another
Yeah,
genocide.
because like people have been saying that Zaslav is also a Zionist, which I have not seen like the full thing on. So it could
I
just
know
be like,
near the begin. Yeah, I see something about it, but I know Zaslav near the beginning there was a report of him saying that like, oh, the whole thing is awful. How Israel's acting's bad. How, but then he kind of both sides it, which is I guess
Yeah.
better than what Disney's doing.
Like Disney's, like that's the expected thing. This is part of like why I don't get like these wild like conspiratorial like I just want to call them transvestigations, but it's not about whether or not they're trans. It's like how much they support Israel because like my base level assumption for any Hollywood actor is already pretty bad on the opinion of like Palestine. And like that doesn't make it okay, but it does kind of make it like what did you expect kind of dealy, right? Like the reason why I engage with this the way I do is off the basis and like a lot of people are like, oh, don't just follow people who like talk about this shit online. One, the people we follow aren't like professional TikTokers. Don't fucking listen to any of us. Just don't Google shit. But also like
yeah, and it's weird how the brainworms get you, because like I tried to see what people were talking about with this Knuckles show, and it just happened to have Jewish characters in the show, and like I haven't seen all of Knuckles yet, but this
The
might be
only weird thing is that it's a family of law enforcement. And the sister of Wade is an FBI agent, and it's like it's not great optics.
Yeah,
but like that's another thing where it's like it's expected optics. You know, I don't turn.
Yeah, because like the Sonic movies, hate to say, feature somewhat propaganda.
This is why we were.
I fucking. Can I talk about Sonic?
Squid, go off. This is what we got you for.
On it, real quick. A couple things. One, it's like the thing about it being online is like, yeah, but like it's also like a motivated movement. Again, if you disagree with what BTS is doing, either because it's too little or too much, you know, you guys can like start or join organizations, right? And better yet, if you join an organization, work up the ranks, that is in the process in which you will get more informed. And like again, it will never hurt to like contribute to things. The other thing I have to say is like we were talking about Green Lantern Far Sector on the cast before, and like this is the thing where it's like I do not. I as like a systemic thing will complain about propaganda, and when I'm talking about individual series, I'll talk about propaganda. But again, I expect it, especially for my Green Lantern title. I'm sorry, Daystar, I'm talking about Green Lantern Far Sector again. My limit was not the propaganda Green Lantern Far Sector.
Oh my god, it's happening again.
It
was, you know, I'm not going to get into. Well,
we're already getting into it. We might as well.
It was the fact that multiple times in the book, there seemed to be a point where it was like, I want to count at least 3 times where it's like, you see, it's dangerous for oppressed minorities to get power because they might genocide their oppressors. And like, I don't think that
back
was
with the Sonic bit. Before I let Squid say his piece, I have this Kaiser Neko bit.
Open it.
Oh, it's kind of small. Is that bad?
Just open it.
just talking over, and if we get copy fucking for this scene.
Reviewed your application to the Francisco Police Department and pending interdepartmental review and background check.
30
we are happy
seconds.
to
It couldn't
inform
be
you
that
you've been
bad.
Selected to join our team.
Oh my god!
Wow. Oh my god.
Okay, what is it? Just the fact that you joined cop? Is that real or no?
No, it's Kaiser Neko edit.
Kaiser Neko made that edit.
Here's my thing. Oh, I love Kaiser Neko's edits, but I love the one that he posts on Twitter. That was just all the times that they pronounced Pon's name in like the original Japanese dub Dragon Ball. Point being, all I was trying to say is that you gotta go pretty high on the meter of propaganda for me to care. Like your Brooklyn Nine-Nines. Admit it's a bad show, but like it. I like Green Lantern Far Sector, despite what Daystar tries to tell me. It's not the propaganda I take issue with, but Sonic.
So I'm only halfway through the show. I literally had to stop because I was like, I'm gonna hate this show a lot, especially if I watch it all in one sitting, especially because we were I stopped after episode 3, and episode 4 only has Knuckles in it for exactly 1 minute, apparently.
Oh god.
And the rest of it is a musical episode with Wade dressed as Knuckles experiencing Knuckles' backstory, which I probably would have wanted to just see. I probably would have preferred to just see Knuckles' backstory, especially when they're remixing elements of it. I would have probably been preferred to see it.
I'll be honest. I think the idea of Knuckles' backstory being told. Daystar, did you actually leave because I was talking about Green Lantern Far Sector? Daystar, did you actually leave because I was talking about Green Lantern Far Sector?
No, my phone that I was using as a mobile hotspot died.
So my thing here, is I would honestly be okay with a musical telling of Knuckles' backstory.
I would like Knuckles to be there.
I kind of like the idea of I'm reminded of a different company where someone learning the backstory that isn't the person is always kind of funny to me. But you mean in the Knuckles parts, he's dressed as Knuckles, right?
Yeah, Wade is wearing a Knuckles fursuit, essentially with a face cut out.
Oh god, I don't like that they're doing the MCU thing, whereas we won't do a movie, we'll just do a weird ass 6-episode show.
I think it makes more sense with Knuckles because
it makes more sense, but the framing of the plot, it's just I don't know, man.
I do think it's weird if they're going to tell Knuckles' backstory, But yes, sorry.
So there's elements of it that was already pointed out to me at the very beginning because of how I'll get to other parts about the movies. I think the movies are fine. I think they're fun to watch. I think they're not good adaptations, but they're fine as their own thing. And Sonic has taken hundreds of different forms.
Wait, you're telling me the movies in which Sonic comes from an alternate universe and is adopted by humans isn't a sincere and accurate adaptation?
I actually do like those movies because
they're fun.
They're fun. I love the family dynamic. Squid, did you have opinions on the Sonic forehead wrinkles, or
I don't have opinions on that.
I have opinions.
So the thing that was pointed out to me in the beginning, the way they were berating Knuckles, is that they're trying to make him fucking assimilate. And that bothered me so bad. Because Knuckles is explicitly a native coded character. And when I heard there was a Knuckles show, it's I guess he didn't stick around after Sonic 2 because Knuckles is a loner. That's the thing. Why is he still around? I thought he would have fucked off somewhere.
It's like in Godzilla X Kong, where the main two subplots are black guy apparently doesn't understand the issue of broadcasting to the Western world in indigenous culture and needs to be told by a fucking Australian not to do that. and white woman is terrified that she might not relate to her indigenous child, which is just like a fact, man.
Yeah.
It bothers me because because people are, and especially with Knuckles, like reduced screen time, people are like, well, they didn't have the budget for it. I'm like, well, then they should have made something else.
Yeah,
Like you
like,
didn't have to
like,
do a
look,
6-episode
I'm not
series.
even opposed because I think choosing the secondary character from Sonic is a funny choice. Like using Wade is genuinely a funny choice to have him as your main character, or like, well, kind of main character. But I do like like
Who is Wade?
I only saw
Wade
Wade.
is Deputy Dipshit from the second movie.
Wasn't he in the first two?
I think he wasn't the first one either. He was like the junior. He had a dumb fucking little outfit.
Yeah, he was like
So not the dude who was cucked by Superman in Superman Returns.
No, he was Tom's sidekick or like his like partner or something.
That I think is kind of funny, right? Like pairing up the sidekick with with Knuckles is nice.
Yeah, and I do like that their dynamic is basically a flip version as to what Tom and Sonic had, where like with Knuckles being the serious one and Wade being the like goofier one. I think that's kind of funny for the animated character to be this. But that I've only seen episode 1, and by what people have been describing, I'm afraid that just gonna this might not be great.
I like as its own thing. I get it's fun and there's a lot of fun parts. When Knuckles is on screen and doing Knuckles things, it's fun. Everything in between that is a slog, and like, why do I give a shit?
Did they get Christopher Lloyd to voice that?
Christopher
chief?
Lloyd is voicing Pachacama, who they.
Do they have a single indigenous actor in
do you consider Idris Elba?
Like, here's the thing. I was pretty okay with Idris Elba, like despite the fact he's British. Like Idris Elba, because it's like, okay, he's not literally, and like Knuckles is black, so whatever. But like you said the words Christopher Lloyd, and I'm like, all right. If we're including white people, maybe we can
I think
So
you know,
in the games, who Pachacamac is that he was the leader of the Knuckles clan, and he explicitly commits or attempts to commit genocide to expand the Knuckles clan's power and angers the god Chaos, which is why Knuckles is the last one. In this one, they've set it up that the Knuckles clan was now wiped out, was genocided by a different group that they just call the Owls, who the second movie from one of the shrines they show imply are the Babylonians from Sonic Riders. So that's Jet, a Wave, and Storm. They're aliens also, but the fact that the Babylonians are aliens stop mattering when they are called Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles aliens every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So
bits I liked from that pilot, other than Wade and Knuckles. I would say like the bad guys, they do play up the goofier bit, but it's a Sonic thing. I would expect because like it kind of reminds me of the earlier cartoon goofiness from the Sonic Adventure show.
I am kind of pissed about a single aspect because again, when they first announced this, they didn't say anything, and I was fully expecting to be wholly animated because when the second movie came out on video, they included a short that was entirely CG, still done in the style of the movie, but it's very clearly a cartoon. Like it's entirely CG generated environment. Like, oh, they're going to be doing this, so we're going to get other characters. So when they headline said that Kid Cudi was in the show, and being that at this time that he was starting to do a lot of voices in animation, I was like, because that character showed up in a prequel comic, I was like, oh, he'll voice Vector. That makes a lot of sense. There's no other fucking animal characters besides Pachacamac in this fucking show.
Does Knuckles' dad make an appearance?
Yeah, it's in the episode 4.
Okay,
Hold
because
on, I
I
need to
saw.
wake up my fiance to take his medicine. I'll be right back.
I swear I saw people comparing them, comparing the look of Knuckles' dad to Ken Penders, and I don't know, because like I tried saying like I wonder what people are thinking of the Knuckles show because it's only been like a day or like 2 days. Or no, it was just like one day, and I'm already seeing like episode 6 spoilers, and it's like, how did you guys get this far? Y'all don't just like watch one episode a day.
I think extreme simultaneous drops is like ruined spoilers. Like you guys can like not say shit in 48 hours. So, Squid, you back or nah?
Squid is still.
Rena, do you have tonsils?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
No, because you're talking about strep throat. I have a lot of traumatic experiences with strep throat.
I hope I don't have tonsillitis. I haven't had a checkup in like almost 2 years.
I had strep throat 6 times in 1 year one time, and I had it 5 times, and then I went to an ENT and was like, please take my tonsils out, and she was like, no, we'll see if it gets worse, and then it got way worse, and then I finally got to get them out.
I don't think I haven't checked. Okay.
So
oh, are we okay? If you still have Sonic things, okay. Go.
Okay. So I think, because again, I think the movies are fun. I think I'll watch them. But I think the movies are stuck in the writing style of the previous era of Sonic, where it was there was a specific era where the dialogue was and stuff was mainly written by 2 American writers named Ken Pontac and Warren Graff. And their entire style was to not really take anything fucking seriously in the story. And it's very like, because they wrote on some games that like are very well remembered, and people are like, oh, I like this scene, but like overall the writing kind of like falls flat because of inability to take itself seriously.
Yeah, that was one bit that like it got a good chuckle out of me, but like in the context of the story in episode 1, it was the bit where they referenced Sonic 2, where is like, you won't take my power, and then they said like, do I look like I need your power? And then the woman interrupted like, yeah, that's the whole reason we're here. It was like that in a vacuum is pretty funny to me. But like, yeah, it's just kind of tumbles the villain a bit in my eyes.
There is also a sequence in episode 2 that is dedicated to like, I think it's like a 3 or 4 minute fantasy sequence of Wade imagining how he would rescue Knuckles, and it's possibly the most insulting use of "I need a hero."
Oh no!
No!
Because he's just imagining it, and I'm like, why do I give a shit about this character? I don't give a shit.
That shit
I
sucks.
think for me, if you are like, how do I put this? If you are doing the Smurf thing of like animated character in real life world, you've given up your ability to do I need a hero. Like
yeah.
And what really fucking bothers me is everyone like harps on the budget, but every episode has like 6 licensed songs in it. And I'm like, maybe you would have a bigger animation budget if you weren't fucking having to clear 6 songs an episode.
I think, but what if they just didn't make this like a whole plot thing? What if it was just like Star Trek has this thing called short treks, where it's just like tiny mini episodes. Sometimes comedic, other times they're just like nice little plot things.
I would be fine with that more. I would be fine with.
Yeah, I would really.
I think it's weird for me the idea that you would give Knuckles lore like this. Okay, so how do I put this?
It would basically just be Sonic Universe then, wouldn't it?
Like a flashback to the Echidnas is like, okay, that makes sense in the series. A story which Knuckles, what is Knuckles doing after Sonic the Hedgehog 2? That makes sense. But to have this mix is weird to me because what it feels like is like you're giving just enough lore that this could have been contained in Sonic 3, and the fact that it isn't tells me, and that like Sonic 3 is gonna have significantly less Knuckles than it maybe should.
Yeah. oh god, because like I'm trying to imagine what Sonic 3 is gonna be now, because like the the rose-colored glasses have been taken off. Like, oh no, these things can. This must be what it would be like in the '90s when kids saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Like,
I have
what I
bit,
feel
but
specifically, they're saying like, oh, we're going to take a lot from Sonic Adventure 2. But my thing is like the only characters they've said for sure are in this movie. At one point there was a leak in the past. They said it was accurate at one point, but it isn't anymore because apparently the original draft of the film also had Amy and Big the Cat in it. And that got leaked, and then they came out and were like, look, that's accurate. That was accurate, but we rewrote since then. So that because it was like in one of the trades ran it because they had that old script and they were like, oh, this is what's going to be happening in it. And then they were like, that was accurate. It's not anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine how like a good way to introduce more of these characters and still try and fit within the narrative that Sonic the Sonic movies have kind of boxed themselves into with the human characters.
I love y'all. I have never. No, continue. Sorry, actually, yeah.
So like, here's my whole thing, because at this point a leaker who's been fairly accurate just tweeted, I posted this in group chat once, that they posted out a gif of, or they straight up tweeted the video of the Japanese dialogue version of the scene where Amy gets through to Shadow and makes him switch sides at the final act of the game. If they give that moment to a human character a second time in this franchise's history, I'm going to fucking become the Joker. Like, I'm going to be the worst human being around. Because people are now being like revisioning, like, well, y'all were fine when Chris did it. No, I fucking hated when Chris did it. I fucking skipped that arc in Sonic X for that reason. Like, because I hate that he does it. Because Amy is in that scene. And like she goes to like do it, and then like Chris's butler puts his hand on her shoulders, like, no, the human boy needs to do it.
It hurts to laugh right now.
Oh god. Oh god. It's just, I don't understand the need for, and like specifically it's funny thinking of Tom exactly and his family, because I like Tom and his wife, and I love their dynamic with Sonic as basically their
Ayaan
son.
loves cops.
They certainly exist. They certainly exist.
I think I prefer like the way the fandom interprets them than I do the actual content of the movies.
I would like to do a bit, but so like part of me is like, you know what, continue. I think that you guys have a lot to say about Sonic, but also I feel like the more we go on, the more I realize there is no limit to how much Squid can talk about Sonic.
I know, I have an upper limit of how much I want to talk about these movies because I hate being fucking negative, but there's a lot of things that I've accepted and that I hate that people are now being like, well, appreciate it for what it is. Okay, what it is bad. Like, like I don't know what to say. Like, I've made so many, like,
I feel like I've soured more on Tom because some recent stuff with James Marsden, but
of course that, but like even that, it's just like I don't want human characters in these movies. Like I want these to be animated movies. Like I want, because the best Sonic movie is still the OVA from 1993 that adapts roughly Sonic CD. Like that's it.
Two big things at play here. One is there's a large like circle around the Sonic fan base of people who actually engage in Sonic media, and then like there's a larger circle of people who don't, who are much less invested and much less knowledgeable in terms of what an adaptation should be.
I wonder what that's like.
But the other thing at stake here is that the first movie was better than anyone expected it to be, because when you say, hey, we're gonna smurf Sonic, everyone thinks it's gonna be terrible. But because it was better, people have conflated better with good or accurate, you know?
Yeah. And like I feel like, because Squid is more knowledgeable on Sonic lore than I am, but aren't they supposed to? Isn't like the story of Sonic like freedom fighters against a big mechanical empire?
Even if you go from the backstory of the games and like ignore Sad I Am entirely, it is very much nature versus machine. It's like, because the whole thing in the games is that you start in these lush green areas, and as you go further on, it gets more mechanical and more desolate. There's a level called Oil Ocean where you fucking get stuck in oil when you're trying to run, and you have to mash A to get out of it. It's supposed to be like environmental desolation.
I would like to clarify. I beat the first Sonic game, by the way.
Thank God.
Oh my God, y'all didn't see him stream playing.
This was a Discord call. I was biting it.
Like in true like youngest kid fashion, he'll be on a Discord call, do something, and he'll just like play a game in the background, which is fine. But then he'll start streaming it, and he will be. He'll do two things. One, he'll be so bad at it, it is entrancing to look. And two, we'll all post reference material to what we're talking about in like the VC channel. Ayaan will pull it up on his stream, and then we all jump in the stream to see it, and then the conversation moves, but we're still in the stream, and we see him play Tetris, and we're just like, okay, this is what we're watching.
I'm keeping y'all. I'm trying to keep y'all entertained during
the fucking Subway Surfers at the side of the Discord call.
We can follow that. You know, we were talking about. I'm sorry, Squid. I don't have the voice or the mental fortitude to talk about Sonic Universe, the arc, just because like mentally I can't rephrase what I wanted to say, but it's a good arc. You guys should all read Sonic Universe. It was enjoyable.
Yeah, Sonic Universe is insanely good, and that's why the fucking mini series that IDW does are modeled after it. Like Sonic Universe had a very smart idea of 4-issue arcs that you can just pick up. And like it has like intros, it's like you get what's happening, you understand these characters, even if this is your first book. And that's the same thing that every IDW miniseries does. It's 4 issues focused on one thing. The best of that one so far is Scrapnik Island, written by Daniel Barnes, who I got to talk to. He's really cool, and we're mutuals on Twitter now. That one is set on an island where Eggman just kind of abandons his scrap, where a bunch of the robots have basically achieved sentience and are kind of like living in like a commune together.
I just noticed what my name is.
Car fan now.
Oh, I thought you changed that.
Guys, look at all your names.
That's why I thought
mine.
you left and came because like of what I said, because it's like, oh, Daystar changed her name. That means like they're here. He's still here. But can I say that I'm gonna blast Ayaan here. Originally, Ayaan wanted to give me a pun on Poyo, which like is just terrible. You can't. That's so bad. But also, I did dunk on him to be like, you did in fact give me Latin person the name that's just the Spanish word for chicken. But okay.
Is that a bad? Is it truly?
Is it truly?
I think it's just funny. But I do want to respond to what was at this point like over a half hour ago. Squid, pronounced that, mate. Oh, JT. I need Daystar to talk about lesbian characters. Oh, good thing I had an idea that I came up with at the very beginning of the Linkarathon. Give me the controls, Ayaan.
So Renee Montoya is a cop.
All right, so we're gonna rank these characters.
Holy shit!
Okay, I need to rank these characters based off how much I think they could fix Carol Danvers. All right.
Yes.
So
immediately put Kate in, make her worse. Immediately do that.
I think I would put Kate in B, but okay,
No. Make
I
her
think
worse.
Put Red Tornado in S, but not for any lesbian reasons.
Yeah. Okay. So first, I'm going to put an S. I want to show my vision.
Amanda Waller definitely F tier because she would just.
Okay, actually, I think Amanda Waller would think that her being straight would be easier to control. All right.
Yeah, Amanda Waller would figure out some way to turn her into a Star Sapphire to work for Task Force F.
That
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear something fucking shameful?
What?
Uh-oh.
I looked directly at Hot Girl, and then I was like, "Why is X-23 here?"
I did also think that this was
Oh yeah,
Wolverine.
she does look like her.
They did draw her more like Wolverine lately. Okay, so here's why what I think Make Her Worse is specifically for. Carol is, first of all, a
Her
weapons
name's
manufacturer.
Laura. I forgot her fucking name. I don't like calling her X-23.
Carol is first a weapons manufacturer, and also is an on-again, off-again supervillain and dating Hal Jordan. I think making her either a toxic
and the worst of those three is definitely dating Hal Jordan.
Barda,
her a toxic lesbian does not actually make her worse.
I think
Okay,
Barda
no, she's not a
would.
toxic lesbian.
I think Barda would be.
No, that's why I
A-
don't think Kate would fix it.
Barda would be
Yeah, I
A
think
tier.
Kate
I
would.
think.
Okay, I think.
Uh,
Okay, I need you to defend that position real quick.
Okay, so I don't think it would make her the bestest best lesbian, but like
The bestest lesbian. You may be entitled to compensation.
Yeah, I think that Barda's whole thing of like discovering herself and like breaking free of all the shit that she's been through and truly finding peace on earth and peace of mind, I think that is inspiring to Carol in some degree.
Hear me out. I'm gonna put her in B though, because I get that, but I think even if Carol internalized all that, she still would not be as fixed as she needs to be.
Put
And
Kate
then-
Kane in C tier. She don't give a shit either way.
I think Kate Kane would
Like,
love to hope. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, Kate Kane's gonna be our white whale. I'm thinking different ways. I'm putting Artemis in S tier for very opposite. Here's the
You're putting all the Amazons in A tier.
Yeah, why are
in
they
S
up
tier?
there?
I put Karen in A tier because I think
Why?
Carol needs to learn how to beat up men more.
She does that a lot.
Yeah.
No, Carol
is listen.
I
Is
think-
Carol actually Star Sapphire? Many questions can be had.
I think Karen, like Power Girl, would teach. Okay, I feel like Carol kind of needs second wave feminism a bit, which is what Karen is. And then on that note, I think that Artemis does all that and also teaches her lesbianism.
What are the specific things we're trying to get her to be?
It's like I don't think
What
this
is the
inher-
end goal?
I don't think
need
this
to know.
I don't think this inherently means like them dating. I think it's just like teaching them the ways of the lesbian.
So just making them a lesbian?
Okay, making her more lesbian, making her more confident, making her literally never talk to Hal Jordan. I'm not talking a small break. I'm not talking losing.
Okay.
Never talked about Jordan.
Okay, she waves her magic wand, goes flippity flesbian. You are now a lesbian. Puts Zatanna in S tier.
Here's the thing.
It's not even how her spells work.
It is now.
I don't think Zatanna gets very high because she fucks John Constantine. She is dealing with her own mediocre man right now.
I think we need to put Harley and Poison Ivy next to each other on like D or C tier.
Why?
Too
'Cause
busy
they would-
kissing.
Yeah, they would just hook up with her. They would have a three-way with her and just fuck off and not.
That is so much improvement compared to where she is now. All right, that is like a B tier level of improvement. All right.
No, it's not. It's not.
All right. You know what? Fine. You know what? I'm streaming this. I have to take cues from the audience, even if I vehemently disagree with this tiering. All
Okay,
right.
what is your? Why would you want them to be higher?
I think that like
we can't even get Poison Ivy to be a lesbian. How are they going to fix anyone else?
I'm not sure that Carol knows that the word lesbian exists. All right, my standards for her are in the ground. All right.
I think we should put Canary in C tier because she violently shakes her and goes, "You are a lesbian," as loud as possible. And I think that's a 50-50 shot.
Right, I'm gonna put all the people struggling with mediocre men in C tier. All right, I think that's where I'm gonna go.
Harley has a whole life. Okay.
Hold on, I need to turn on my camera to just give Daystar a look. Like,
she's got a wife. She's got a wife.
Who?
What?
Did they tie the knot finally?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
I still think, like, you know, fine. I'll put you. You were arguing for her in D tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love a mediocre lesbian. It's fine.
All right. I think
that's what 4/5 of this podcast is.
I think the highest any Green Lantern can be is C
what just
tier.
happened, Ayaan?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I do.
Were there bees? Like, what the fuck?
Were you doing a bit and we missed it?
I can't see. Are you all right? Like,
No,
for
it's
real?
fine. I just had to run and do a bit. Do a thing.
All right.
Okay.
I'm putting Star Sapphire in A. I think.
That's not Star Sapphire.
I would say Jess deserves a B at least.
I don't think that any
Okay,
Green
somebody-
Lantern.
I think
Jess
Raven
can't help-
could
Jess
also
can't
say
help
flippity lesbian, you are now a lesbian. Whatever it is.
Jess can't help anyone before, but someone needs to help Jess first.
Yeah. Look, Jess already has a huge situationship. She can't do it. I guess here's like I looked at Renee Montoya and thought make her worse, so I guess I have to put Kate Kane in there. I'm gonna put Ivy and Harley in there then. All right. I'm thinking make her
They wouldn't make her
okay.
worse.
I'm
They
thinking
would just make her neutral.
They would they would do a lateral movement.
All right, here we are.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
F tier. So make her worse is like she's gay, but her self confidence is even lower. All right. I think F is like they would keep her straight.
I think Catwoman would do to Carol what Catwoman regularly does to Batman. which is just like the whole like catch me if you can type shit.
I think Cheetah would also go and make her worse.
I think
Cheetah would just go into the camp of like, can this woman help me just do like evil archaeology shit?
Fire and Ice would keep her straight. Put them in F next to each other.
Catwoman would wrap her up with a whip and then steal all of her company credentials and credit cards. Like have a very
like in a
saucy-
hot way.
Yeah, in a hot way.
I don't know enough about Ice to dispute. I know the Blowjob Brothers would disagree with you a whole lot. So,
well, they're not here. It's just us.
They're not here.
They're gonna like pop in on a phone camera. I swear to God.
I am the lesbian authority here today.
I'm putting Cheetah.
There's only
in
one
here.
lesbian around here.
Hear me out. I think the homoeroticism that Cheetah and Wonder Woman have, like just having that with a single villain and that rubbing off on Carol is already an improvement.
The inherent homoeroticism of having a cat girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Katana should be in makes her worse, but not for any fault of Katana's own. I think the writers of Katana's solo books would make her racist.
Oh god.
So good. That's so
Oh
good.
god, like Carol would fetishize her.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I don't even think
Speaking of
Carol would.
fetishize Cheshire,
Cheshire,
I would put it at C or B.
I think at C because I think Cheshire would get her to be a lesbian just to manipulate her more easily. All right, Mara. I'm gonna put her.
I'm gonna do B with that one.
Okay, here's the thing.
I think Dr. Fate would be like, you misunderstand me. You will be a lesbian. S tier.
Where's Dr. Fate?
Right in front of top row, right
next to Huntress.
I think
All right, I'll plug it.
Mara would not fuck with her, but would make her realize things about herself.
I think I'm gonna put her in. Here's my argument for putting her in C. Right? I think like
a very centrist list here.
Reading Blackest Night, Wonder Woman could not convince Carol to stop fucking Hal Jordan, or she barely did, right? and Wonder Woman was like actually embodying love. I think Mara would like communicate to Carol like that's your boo, right? And she would still like not fully get it. Like
That's mine.
Bibbidi bobbidi, you're a lesbian.
Yeah.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
I'm gonna put her an A because I think
Bibbidi bobbidi boobs.
I think being told by an embodiment of order the future would not guarantee Carol to be better.
Okay, explain Lois Lane.
I just think Lois
Hot.
Lane is like I think a couple things. One, I think Lois Lane gives her a better example of someone having a relationship with their father in the way that like Carol does, right? I think that Lois Lane is a girl boss who isn't terrible. I think Lois Lane shows both as a woman with a career and a woman who's being superior who actually follows her dreams. Someone who like has a partnership that is like real and also being like
Lois Lane also famously one of like 3 successful heterosexuals in the DC universe.
Yeah, but again, like I don't think this makes her more of a lesbian. I think this has improved Carol's life.
That's the list. That's the point of the list.
No, that's not the point. Look, Carol.
What are we ranking?
Look, I think
thought that's what we were
again,
ranking.
it's like, would they make Carol better? That's specifically it, right? And I think making her a lesbian is one way, but I also think for me that if Carol like loved herself a bit more, she would come to that conclusion on her own.
Ayaan, can you flash my thing on screen real fast?
Hold on.
I think Carol is just look, I'm sorry, boy. Like Carol's just so sad. Are
like
we
your avatar?
No, I'm screen sharing too, just real fast.
It's not popping up for me. Hold on.
Look at there.
Oh wait, sorry.
There we go. Yeah, this is exactly how I feel about the Knuckles show.
Oh, that you called it a fursuit. That's not a fursuit. Buddy. That's like
yeah, I would be calling it a fursuit was generous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just pajamas.
Yes.
It looks like he's about to give me a Weird Al rap.
That episode is directed by one of the Lonely Island guys, so yeah.
The fact that you said one of the Lonely Island guys tells me it wasn't Sandberg. Oh no,
it was not. The only thing that from the clips that I find even slightly redeeming is they got Michael Bolton to do his singing voice, but then they draw explicit attention to the fact it's Michael Bolton, and it's like, okay, the joke's ruined.
Santa homie.
All right, bring it back.
No, that's Michael Bublé. I'm sorry.
Michael Bolton is
First of all, it's Santa
Hercules.
Buddy, by the way. Okay, I'm putting Dove in F. I'm putting Donna in B. All right. I'm putting. There's a lot of these that I just can't rank because, like, what is fucking Kara going to do? What is Kara going to do?
Slay.
She doesn't know what to do with all that.
Where do you think Huntress goes?
Huntress, I think, would not give even a little bit of a shit about
So
Carol.
exactly what I said about Kate Kane, where it's like, put her in C tier. Who gives a shit?
No, I think Kate Kane would conquer her.
I think I'm gonna put her in D tier because here's the like. I think Huntress gives Carol the knowledge that killing men is an option, and that's the only thing she contributes.
Let's see. Who do we have left?
Putting Bumblebee F.
She like runs into.
I wouldn't say
Howard all the
Bumblebee
time, and she's like,
F.
you could just kill him.
It's very funny because my image of these characters is a lot of these characters is from DC superhero girls. I don't know shit about Bumblebee.
Oh wait, yeah. So yeah, Jess would definitely be way higher if it wasn't for the fact that she was a Green Lantern, and because of that, I'm gonna put this one at D. Like she's just the problem is that if Carol has a relationship, like whether it be like friendships or relationships with any Green Lantern, she's not really excising the problem, right?
I think if it was a girl Green Lantern, it would help.
Now, if it was Harlequin,
God.
So, yeah, if Harlequin, yeah. Here's the thing: I'm gonna have Poison Ivy represent the both of them, and I'm gonna have this Harley Quinn image represent the Harlequin.
So we're talking about Molly here.
We need Molly. Someone has to fix Molly. And I don't know if
think-
Carol's the
I
right
think if
person
we
to
were
do it.
talking about, I think if we were talking about DC superhero girls, Kara would at least be B because she's just Rainbow Dash in that
Yeah,
show.
it is very funny how, and Bumblebee is just Fluttershy.
So the reason why I put Bumblebee in F is because Bumblebee does have, like, at least to my knowledge, a healthy straight relationship. She doesn't have like the power that Lois Lane has in helping her in like other avenues of her life. Also, I'm pretty sure Carol is racist, but
I think Barbara Gordon would be very funny if it was a high A ranking tier, because remember my joke that I believe that Barbara Gordon is a straight girl who leads on queer women.
I think
That's really funny. That's really fucking funny.
I think
Daystar, help me out here. Do you agree? Because my thought is Barbara Gordon, Nightwing is her Hal Jordan. That's my opinion on Barbara.
Nightwing has a slightly better ass.
Yeah.
Well, Classic Three Crisis Hal Jordan had pretty decent ass. But what's your opinion, Daystar?
I think she's probably heard her give Hal Jordan the business over comms a time or two, and it's found it very inspiring.
I'm keeping her in B. All right. Right here. I don't even know who this is. All right. Cassandra Cain, I'm putting her in C tier. I don't know why. I just get a vibe. Talia. I'm putting Talia.
Talia would make her worse.
I just don't think Talia would care.
Yeah, Talia's
Yeah, that's why
definitely
she'd
an
make her
F.
worse.
Talia's definitely an F, and it's like I don't give a
Talia
fuck.
would show up several years later with a kid for her.
What? So why do you think Talia would make her worse? Is that just
I just
gives a child?
Here we are. Talia makes her worse because she shows up and she's like, okay.
That's a hot
She
woman.
shows up, gives googly eyes to Batman, and it's like, oh, what they have is like what we have, and it's like, no, it ain't, girl. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Ms. Martian.
I think we're gonna. I think I'm gonna end it with like the last three are just gonna be for me, Jessie Quick, and Stargirl. Stargirl. I'm gonna put her in D tier because I think Stargirl is the best chance she has to meet Harlequin.
You made me think about it.
But other than that, I have no idea where Jessie Quick would go. I just feel like she's important enough to rank.
I think Stargirl is still like a high schooler now, so I think it's
You're not
very funny
dating.
that no, I'm not saying the dating bit, but I think it's very funny that Carol Ferris just interacting with a Gen Z 16-year-old Courtney Whitmore. That's just funny in the sense of like, what would those two even talk about?
I like the idea that Carol thinks that like a high schooler is like a fucking elementary schooler and is like, do you want a juice box, kid?
It was like, I'm 16, stiff drinks, still
Okay,
16.
I think Renee.
I'm 16. Of course, I want a fucking juice box.
Okay. I threw my Linkara hat all the way over there. I can't put it on to tell you that he's
We're not gonna
stealing
put Renee on the board?
So what did you say about Renee again?
Renee, I think, would inspire her that she can be a terrible person and a lesbian at the same time.
All right,
So I feel like pretty high. What? Okay, I
you
don't.
said terrible person.
I don't understand the ranking. Okay, I don't understand.
Okay, so you said pretty. Oh my god, the ranking is how they.
My
would put Carol
ranking,
Ferris.
the ranking I'm doing is how likely they are to make her a lesbian.
I don't know how many times I have to say that's not.
I
right.
think we've
Yours
gotten
doesn't
all
make
the. I think we got all the interesting ones out of the way.
So for me, my explanation is like there's a couple different ways they can make her worse. It's giving her better self-confidence, making her kill or go contact permanently with Hal Jordan, which is not an easy feat because she goes no contact with him often. He still barges back into her life. And lastly, making her gay, right? And those three are like the important ones. So like, for example, that's why I put Lois Lane so high, because I think she's good on the whole confidence front, but she's not good on the whole lesbian front. I think Wonder Woman is pretty good on all three fronts. And I
The only
think
thing I care about is the lesbian front.
I can tell. I can tell.
Hey,
So
hey, wait a minute.
What?
I thought that was I thought it was an innuendo.
No, it's just
lesbian front.
Lesbian front. All right. When will my wife come back from the lesbian front?
I need to put my wife back in here.
All right. I'm done
Molly?
screen sharing.
All right.
I
we're in our last 30 minutes, I would assume. I do think a good cutoff would be around 2 a.m. So what do you guys want to do in the meantime? Discussion or like the thing I was thinking, since this is my thing and I'm a comic dubber, is there a comic dub you guys or the people at home would like me to dub?
I don't know, man. I don't have gay shit anymore. I think
We've excised all of our gay shit.
Hold on.
Did we do any gay shit? We didn't do any gay shit. What did we do that was gay?
Lesbian.
I was vetoed on lesbian rankings.
You want?
How about this? I have a tier list of Sonic women. I want Daystar with no context to rank them from lesbian to not.
To lesbian to not. Lesbian to straight.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'll see if there's any comic dubs that I want, Ayaan, but I'm not.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into the Hellraiser comics recently too.
Right. But lesbian or not.
Some pretty good speeches in Mariko Tamaki's.
I want Ash to miss another podcast just so I can demand control and be good at it.
So we'll just do, if you have to ask questions, I will answer.
Okay.
Why are there multiple Amy Roses?
Because they're different versions of the character. It's fine.
Okay. I think the very pleasant Amy.
Is that just Sonic?
Well, I'll answer those questions. We'll skip these until I answer.
What is okay? S is most lesbian. F is most straight.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the very pleasant Amy is like an E. This is like the Kinsey scale.
An E, you said?
An E. She's almost completely straight. She's pretty straight. I've seen her in that man of hers.
Shadow's pretty as lesbian.
Shadow's are pretty much a lesbian.
Shadow don't have a gender.
Is Shadow on here?
What kinda? We'll get to it.
I am the ultimate life form.
I think
I'm beyond gender.
The flirty one with the eyelashes.
This one?
Amy.
Oh, this one.
Amy. She's higher up. Would I put her? Let's go A.
Hey, that's Amy from Sonic Boom.
I can't believe just a sultry eyelash will make you more lesbian.
Yeah, that's how it works. This purple one, that's the weed one, right?
This one, Blaze.
Yeah.
The one they put, the one Sega posted on 420 in the lesbian flower
yes.
garden. Yes.
Immediately to the top. Yeah.
I do love how I've literally never met anyone who with a passing knowledge of Blaze who doesn't think she's a lesbian.
Okay, this yellow one. What's her name?
She is in a single episode of Sonic Boom. She's a character that Tails is crushing on, and Tails is getting advice from every different character about how to woo her or ask her out, and they're all giving terrible advice, except for Eggman, who's talk to her like a normal person.
Eggman. Okay, how does that work out for Tails?
I mean, it seems happy at the end, but we also never see them interact again. She's only in that one episode, except unless you count background appearances, because they reuse all their models on that show.
I'm gonna go B.
How do you feel about Sonic Boom?
It exists.
Yes, this one is this one. Me. No, not that one.
We're skipping this one.
S. No, it's going an S. Put an S.
What? Okay, now you have to explain.
What is that?
There's when the Sonic redesigns were when the Sonic shit was happening, when they first came out with the ugly Sonic design, there were a lot of people making super femme versions of Sonic with that design. This is just one of them.
I recall.
That's a butch hedgehog if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
She was on the trans PowerPoint.
I'm gonna say S tier.
I would say A.
She does. She does have. I don't think this would count her as lesbian. She does have a canonical husband, but I think it would put it lower. But they are often headcanoned as T for T.
Yeah, I'm feeling S. I'm feeling S.
I do not recognize this render because they're not using official renders.
This one looks like a DuckTales.
I would say C.
I'm going. Yeah, it's low. I'm going F. That's a straight. That's a
Look,
heterosexual.
you gotta listen to the lesbian in the film.
I'm going C.
C, classic Amy.
Perfect bisexual.
Okay, do I need to explain this character?
A, but yes, go ahead.
Okay, so this is Cosmo. She's in Sonic X. She's from a race of plant aliens called Cedrians. She is Tails' love interest in that series. She also dies. That series ends with her dying. Okay.
I feel like being Tails' love interest.
I feel like dying.
A plant woman who
Dying
dies.
and being plant themed really nails it. The rabbit.
She is also 6.
Is that Cream?
So,
is
yeah.
that Cream the rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's F.
F.
That's a straight That's a straight rabbit if I've ever seen one.
So, Princess Elise, who is only in Sonic 06 and was depicted as Sonic's love interest in that one.
Is that a human woman?
Yeah.
She's fucking hedgehogs.
Sonic. It's the game where Sonic dies and her kiss like revives him.
Nice. Okay.
I'd say kissing Sonic. No, I would say being Sonic's love interest kind of bumps her up.
Okay, E.
Like okay, hear me out. The only man she canonically likes is Sonic, and I feel like if I were to like find just a
Okay, look, being a furry doesn't mean that you're gay.
No,
Okay?
I was just saying like it's the idea of like you chase after like an unobtainable man, and who's more unobtainable than the fucking hedgehog who's the fastest person alive.
I don't know. It sounds like she obtained him to me.
Yeah. Well, they do have to wipe
he had
their
a fucking
relationship
die.
from existence to reboot the timeline.
What am I?
Actually, wait.
Something
Are
I
these
want to add to
robots?
the.
No.
Put all 3 robots in S right now.
I remember now that scene. Yeah, he's the best she can get.
All right, so I do want to explain because I think this adds to it about the wanting to be with Sonic. There's a scene that I always am like, that's Sonic. There's a scene in Clerks, the animated series, where they go to the high school reunion and Randall finds out that all his exes are lesbians now. And he's like, so after me, no other man would do. And they're like, that's a way to put it. And I'm like, yeah, that's Sonic. That's exactly. So these, I believe, they're either the fake metal versions from Sonic Heroes, or they're infected with the Zombot virus.
I put them all in S. All of them.
Okay. Even the 6-year-old.
Yeah, 6-year-olds can be lesbians. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
This is another femmed.
That's Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put him with his girlfriend. That's an E.
His girlfriends, plural.
His girlfriends. Don't do that to Amy.
Fiona Fox.
He's not dating Amy.
I think you were there when I did the Fiona Fox PowerPoint about her whole arc of like.
Which one is this?
This is the one that like was like dating Sonic for a little bit and then like betrayed, and like Tails had a crush on her, and like she was like kidnapped, and like everyone forgot never rescued her.
Kidnapped S tier. No, put her in like B.
I swear the one in between Sally and and Rouge
A girl
is just
leaning bisexual.
The one in between Rouge and Sally, just I'm pretty
Is
sure
this
that's
an-
just the main character from Kill la Kill.
It is. It is.
Is this another human woman?
So this is a genie. Her name is Saria, I think. And she specifically appears in Sonic and the Secret Rings, where Sonic gets sucked into the events of Arabian Nights, and she's like Sonic's friend.
Cool. I'm feeling C.
C. This
Is
is
this a
a
mermaid?
ghost. It's a ghost.
Oh, S. S.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Ghost lesbian.
That's Honey
B.
the Cat. She is a fashion designer.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say fascist.
D.
D.
She's a fascist.
God.
Little
Well,
cat.
I mean, we'll get there eventually. So
this one is a C. This is a C.
Yeah, this is one of Infinite's crew. She's on a mercenary squad.
Ooh, B.
Shadow murdered her.
Ooh, A. Got anything else?
Wait, is this like the ones who die in the very beginning and then he gets
Yeah, the ones that die off screen, they like mention like Shadow ended the whole squad, and then when he gets to Infinite, he like kicks Infinite and is like, "You're not even worth killing," and then leaves. And that's why the events of that game happened, because he traumatized that character.
I like to think that happens a lot. Like it's one of his things whenever he has to kill like a mercenary group, where like to dunk on one of them, he's like, "You're not worth it," and it's someone he's chosen fully at random.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we? Is this another human?
No, I'll zoom in a little bit. This is Lara Sue. No,
this is
Julie
much better.
Sue. Julie Sue. This is Knuckles' wife / girlfriend in the Archie comics.
Isn't that like Ken Pender's like
Yeah.
favorite?
Well, Lara Sue's their kid. That's who his spin-off series is about.
I'm gonna
Lara
go.
Sue's a lesbian.
I'm gonna go E affectionately.
How mad would Ken Penders be if we put them higher?
I don't know. This is Percy. She is another character from Sonic Boom. There is an episode where basically Sonic and Knuckles both start like flirting with her, and the episode is a parody of Rashomon, where it's like a bunch of the same things from the same different perspectives, and it's told completely differently.
It's not what Rashomon is. but
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
It's literally the movie Rashomon.
No. Like this is a thing where like the bit is that the
Oh,
Simpsons-
that's the thing. Is like that's not how I remember it. I get it.
No. It's like I had to fucking watch Rashomon for a philosophy class. So, like, the thing with Rashomon is it doesn't tell the same thing multiple times. It elaborates on a tale, but like all of the scenes, are like separate scenes, but also they happen chronologically. Like it's like there's this one scene and then additional context is given by another scene. But like I'm pretty sure it's literally the fact that the Simpsons did a Rashomon thing and it fucked up what everyone's memory of what Rashomon actually was about.
No,
Well, that's not how I
pretty sure-
remember it, Rena.
Yeah, I have a different perspective on what a Rashomon is. Like,
so,
No, Ayaan, I gotta hear. Yeah, Ayaan. Sorry.
it's just like the same event told from different perspectives.
But like that's
each one adds its own context to the narrative, but not one is 100%.
Like it's not like they're blatantly lying. It's like this is how they viewed it.
But like,
Like Star Trek: The Next Generation had a Rashomon episode.
The difference between like Rashomon the movie and Rashomon, okay, I'm gonna explain this in a dumb way. Power Rangers SPD has a Rashomon episode that's a clip show, right? Where like each ranger tries to explain that they were the most important to beat the monster, and it's literally like it is the same scene like multiple times. That's not what Rashomon is. Rashomon's like fucking. It's a thing. My point being that, like, the question is motivation and objective truth, and that stuff's there. The themes are there. But when people adapt Rashomon, it's like a specific thing, that isn't what the movie Rashomon is. Like, by the definition of what a Rashomon trope is, the movie Rashomon is not that. That's all I'm saying.
It's not how I remember it.
Linkara. Anyway,
Purple. Put her in.
I'll
speed.
explain it.
This episode. No, we're not explaining it. We're talking about.
We
Sonic
have
lesbians.
10 minutes left. Get the lesbians out.
So,
my God,
this episode does end with her flirting with Tails, though, but it has not stopped any of the other lesbians from being ranked high.
I think
This is Maria.
Samus?
That is Maria Robotnik. That's the one who she died in Shadow's backstory. She's the one that died. F. Okay.
Hear me out.
I'd say D at least.
Lesbian. Okay, so like if Maria didn't die because she got shot.
What's
she
with
would
women
grow
named
up-
Maria and dying?
She would grow up to be Shadow's fag hag. That's what I'm gonna say.
I don't think you can say that.
But unfortunately,
even if she didn't get shot, there was still a decent chance she would die of the in-universe AIDS equivalent. So,
but Squid.
Okay, bump her up.
That's not what it is.
And then this is Marine the raccoon. She's Blaze's friend. She's a pirate captain.
Friend. Yeah, I know what that means. Put her in B or A. I have too many. We need some more bisexuals. I'm gonna say C. Just right in the middle.
This is not Rouge. This is, I don't know why they included this one. This is Mephiles the Dark disguised as Rouge. Okay. Mephiles the Dark is half of like a god that was reborn in Shadow's shade. So it's like he looks like Shadow normally. So this one is just disguised to look like Rouge.
Gender.
I'm still trying to pick together what Kill a Kill is doing here. I assume we'll get to it, but what is the main character of Kill a Kill?
D.
Oh wow, I just see it too.
This is Merlina. She is the granddaughter of Merlin. She shows up in Sonic and the Black Knight. She is also the antagonist of
Merlin, like the wizard?
Yes.
Sonic knows Merlin?
Well, Merlin's dead at this point, and this is a different Merlin from Tails' uncle.
Okay.
All I know about this game...
Does she do magic?
She does do magic.
All I know about this game is that Tommy Tallarico worked on it.
It's the only one
he
worked
was
on.
the first American to work on
He
Sonic.
was the first American to work.
My thing,
I'm gonna go.
His mother's very proud.
My thing here is like I know magic.
I couldn't hear
E.
C.
E.
E. Okay.
If I know anything, it's that magic's a metaphor for queerness, according to Stack.
Wrong.
So this is Mina Mongoose. She's an in-universe pop star. She does have a canonical boyfriend, and a good portion of her arc was a love triangle between her boyfriend and Sonic.
Challengers. Anyway, C for Challengers, the movie.
Oh god, I gotta wake up in time to go see that.
See, this is I'll probably bring up a picture. This is the concept art version of Rouge, who is named Nails the Bat.
Nails?
Yeah, because she's supposed to be a parallel to
A.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, that's a little.
Yeah. Yes. Totally A.
You read this one.
Which one is this? This is the gay one with the
Computer,
AI girl?
the computer
Yeah,
one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Do I want to put her full S? Is my question. Because I think the chipmunk was the squirrel. I'm gonna go B.
B for
B.
I'm surprised Daystar put a robot in B.
Well, here's the thing. I've actually read this one, and she's giving girl leaning bisexual.
Oh, okay.
This is Nick the Weasel. She is Knack's twin sister. She is a bounty hunter.
Yes.
I think my personal opinion is she was partners with Fiona in a flashback. I think they could have fixed each other.
That's a knight.
This is the version of Blaze that appears in Sonic and the Black Knight, who has been identified as her own specific character, Sir Percival.
F.
Oh my god, like the Linkara robot?
Oh my god.
That wasn't.
Whoa.
Its name wasn't Percival, I realized, but whatever.
This is the concept art version of Blaze.
A lot of them.
See. Split the difference.
This is Rosie the Rascal. This is the version of Amy from Scourge's universe, Scourge being the evil Sonic. Her thing is that she's obsessed with Scourge, but she just wants to murder him with a hammer.
Ooh, A.
B.
Rouge the Bat.
Rouge the Bat? That's gonna be it's gonna be low. It's gonna be low, I'm gonna be honest.
She does have a very queer-coded relationship in
It
Sonic
might-
X.
It might be a D.
My internet
I'm
went
gonna
out.
go
I'm gonna
Welcome
repeat
back.
the last joke I said. MLM WLW hostility for the Scourge and Amy thing.
All right, Kill a Kill. Explain this to me.
It's Shadow's canonical favorite anime.
Oh.
F.
Wow.
C.
F.
No, wait,
F.
you gotta
And
watch
when-
it.
and when she is a lesbian.
What?
I didn't know it's canon. Kill a Kill's like an insanely lesbian show.
Yeah, like
I
she
don't-
is a
I've
lesbian.
never heard of this.
Wow.
Don't learn about it, but it's a lesbian show. Put it in S. The fact that
Well, Daystar has to pick.
I know.
F.
Fine.
I'm
The
gonna
fact
get
that
canceled. I don't fucking care.
Sally.
Wow.
Sally? This is the
This
squirrel.
guy
This
hates
is the
anime
squirrel.
and they're
Yes.
Japanese
Hey,
people.
squirrel. S. Put
This
her in the first spot. Put her. Yeah.
How do I
Can't-
move? Yeah, there we go. This I'm amazed
That's
she's
the
here.
human woman.
This is the president's secretary from Sonic Adventure 2.
F.
Like the thing is, it's not like there's a lack of women that you would need to fill out slots with.
It's just very funny. This is I'm gonna fuck up her name. I just want to double check. She is Shade the Echidna. She only appeared in Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. She's from a rival surviving tribe of Echidna, but she doesn't appear anymore because she was
Okay.
partially based off of Laura Sue, and Ken Pender sued based off of that.
A.
Sonia the Hedgehog. This is Sonic's triplet sister.
B.
S.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
S.
Here's my thing. I generally back Ken Penders because like I think artists should have control of the work. The problem is he gets credited for things he had basically nothing to do with, or characters that were way more expanded on by other creators. And him suing for that character is depriving like other artists who actually made her of like exploring that artistically, and that I take issue with.
Yeah, he's in his upcoming book. He is retconning because because she's in a legal place where Sega can't use her, but he can use her because Sega just is like, I'm not gonna fucking fight about it. So he's retconning that she is and Julie Sue are the same character.
Ugh, okay.
This is Styx. She
So-
mainly appeared in
Wait.
Sonic
6.
2.
A.
Wait, he's had the
S.
rights to these
S.
characters for how long now?
Since 2010, I think the lawsuit was resolved.
And how many books has he made with these characters again?
0. He licensed out the rights to Scourge for $10,000 at one point, and everyone started dunking on the creative team because no one will ever let things just come out. So the Scourge book never came out. The writer of that book has sent me the script, and I'm going to make a video about it eventually. I'm not a huge fan of the script, but whatever. Tangle. She is in the IDW comics. She is in a relationship with this one.
Whisper?
Yes.
They are gays.
Yes. They
All right, put
right
'em
now
up on the
they're-
top then.
right now they are a victim of Sega not wanting any romantic relationships because Archie did too much. But it's like all the creators are like, yeah, and we'll describe their first date in detail. We just can't say the words girlfriends in the comic.
I do like how Daystar are surprised at canon lesbians at this point. Like, for real.
There's not many. There's not a
Yeah.
lot.
We found him.
Wasn't expecting to find him in Sonic.
But they're here.
They're here.
This
queer.
is Tiara Bubowski. She is yeah. She was going to be Sonic's girlfriend in the canceled Sonic Extreme game.
Huh.
D.
All right, we got 1 minute to wrap it up.
Come on, dude. Let's go a bit long. Come on.
This is Tikal. This is she's a ghost at this point. She is from the ancient echidnas. At this point, she's like the surviving spirit bonded with the god Chaos. That is like kind of the peaceful side at this point.
B.
I remember reading the arc where she and Chaos turn into a monster. It's sad.
Yeah. This is Vanilla. This is Cream's mom.
F.
Well, you said F.
F.
I
don't want to think about creaming rabbits.
Oh my god. This is funny enough. She does have canonical love interest. She's one of the few that have been allowed.
Something being straight means you don't often cream as a woman. Blah.
This is Wave the Swallow. She
swallows F.
Sure.
That.
No. All right.
302.
This is Xena. She's one of the Deadly Six.
S.
Okay.
No. D.
She is.
Oh, that's a snap.
What? She is what?
She's a technopath. That's what all the Deadly Six are. They control technology.
Okay. B.
It's funny what makes Daystar change.
All right. So that's all. Daystar, did you you have your share screen on? Did you want me to share this last bit before we sign off?
Yeah, I was gonna do a bit. This is when Ash would usually just chime in. I've been looking at the screen for a bit.
Excuse me. No. What? Oh, the uniform. I misread it, and I almost lost my fucking mind.
What did you think it said?
Because my brain skipped letters. I was like, and I read it's a character about a character named Goku, and I'm like, no, it's not. Like I skipped a bunch of words, and I was about to get mad.
Don't show images. Oh, come on.
It's fan
I
service.
told you not to look up Kill la Kill for this reason.
Okay, so I've removed stage because we are wrapping up.
I'm going to go to sleep now.
Yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the very first episode of Ayaan and his Super Buddies. This was disjointed, but not too dissimilar to how disjointed we usually are. So,
that's time I'm taking.
How did you guys feel about my shakeup as host? Would you want a second round as me as host?
I think you have too many plans. You need to throw more shit at the fan. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, like I like what you apply, and I like your approach.
I stuck to a topic, unlike what we usually do.
Oh.
I'm sending Daystar images of the Kill la Kill lesbians.
So, thank you all for joining in on the Ayaan and his Super Buddies episode premiere. I hope you all enjoyed. This is Ayaan and his Super Buddies signing off.
Bye. I'm gonna lie and say I'm leaving, but I'm not.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't know if I should let the music play out. Or this is like one of those things where like it's a fucking
End it.
end the suffering. The suffering.